The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, Resident Evil, good.
Resident Evil, bad.
You've got several things to do. You've got work, kids in school. What do you do when it's all over?
How do you hand something from one player to another?
Dark soul light. So turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast that loves Resident Evil movies. I'm your host.
Loves breathing into the mic during the intro.
I am your host, Caleb Schweiss.
I'm Joe.
I'm A4. We got a special guest. We got is that Nicholas or is that Jace or?
No, it's Elijah. Today, guys, as you can see, we're reviewing another Resident Evil movie, the name of which I don't remember, but what is it? Extinction, Eradication,
Afterlife. This is the Avenged Sevenfold tie-in movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wrote that song based on this movie. That
Dude,
when I was watching line up.
When I was watching the first three, you have no idea how hard I fucking lost my shit during Resident Evil Apocalypse, the second one, when the ending credits has "The End of Heartache" by Killswitch Engage as the main song when it starts. I was like, what? They're using this song? Not just because it was of the time. It's just so funny. It's such a time capsule of when that movie came out.
Yeah, I mean, it's time capsule of that, but it's also just a testament to how bad rock and roll and movies go together.
No,
yeah.
I disagree, because I've seen Freddy versus Jason, and I appreciate very much how much metalcore is in that soundtrack. So,
what's oftentimes in this movie, or at least once, when I noticed it, and then I went back to sleep.
Yeah, I happen to roll over and look at it.
In this movie, when there's a scene that's blocked to be scary, and the actors are looking scared, but on the soundtrack it's look at these badasses.
yeah,
and I'm what the fuck is happening? What is this? What am I supposed to feel in this moment?
So
it turns into nothing. I feel nothing at all. So
it basically turns into the posters in Left 4 Dead before you get in the level. The movie just turns into one of those where it's just four people standing around with guns shooting zombies. That's it. And it's funny about the scary thing too, because the first movie tries to be kind of scary. The second movie is just an action movie. The third movie has a lot of unnecessarily loud jump scares and tries to be scary. And then this one's just another action movie. So we're kind of back and forth between scary and action, which kind of fits the series that's based on. Resident Evil started as a horror series and slowly became more of an action series as it went along.
I mean, there's another series that kind of does that back and forth. Another sci-fi franchise. I don't think it's, it's up to the listener, I guess, to judge whether or not it's better. But I mean, the Alien franchise is also one that kind of goes from horror to action.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it'd be...
Yeah, and actually, Paul W.S. Anderson, he just decides to do both, if I remember correctly, in Alien vs. Predator. So...
Oh, he did direct that?
Yeah,
yeah.
Did. Oh, fuck. God, he gets around.
Yeah, so those are the...
Mortal Kombat... Yeah, no, because Event Horizon...
Jovovich, you get around.
Event Horizon's more of a horror movie. I was thinking...
Once you get access to the Jovovich, you get access to whatever movie franchise you want. If it's a Resident Evil or if it's a video game movie or a shitty Alien movie.
She's looking a little old in Resident Evil Afterlife.
Yeah, a little haggardly, you think?
Just a little. It's the haircut, I think, mostly. It's like the Amelia Earhart. It's the Amelia Earhart haircut she has at the beginning of this movie when she flies the plane
Yeah,
to Alaska.
Luckily, I was going to say, luckily that version of her dies, but I don't think it actually does. No, I think it does.
I mean, they all have no tits, so it doesn't really matter. I mean,
yeah, no tits, no human. That's how it is, right?
I would like to just double underline that we are a bunch of ugly dudes here talking about beautiful women.
Talking about
and going like,
mid women.
oh, she's 5 years older. Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah,
she's in perfect shape for a woman who's 35. Ugh.
Her face looks
Gross.
like it's being held up by toothpicks.
Yeah. And then meanwhile on the stream, today's stream, we all got a good view of half of Caleb Schweiss's hairy ass as he turned on camera. Yes. So
maybe not on the episode, but in the pre-show.
Oh man.
So maybe let's maybe let's pull back.
You got a thumbnail.
Maybe let's pull back on the judging. Just maybe.
Hey man.
Just a little bit.
I forget who it is in the Discord, but they constantly say I'm attractive, so I'm gonna fucking ride that train till the fucking.
I'm sure he'll let you ride with him in his train.
Yeah.
Remember.
It was almost an innuendo. Like we Anyway, before we get into the movie review, what has everyone been playing this week?
Oh, we just want to make this longer. You and I were sitting here for an hour and a half waiting for the episode to start.
Look,
and we just want to extend this.
Look, I have work in the morning, but I follow the structure of the show, okay? I'm a consummate professional, Joe.
A4, let's start with you. What have you been playing?
I have been playing a bit of God of War Ragnarok. I just got the guy I went to Svartalfheim to find. So I'm still very early in the game. I'm about 6 hours in, but I don't work next week, so I'm going to just be dumping ass on God of War Ragnarok next week.
Nice.
But while I was waiting for my PS4 controller to charge to play said game, I was also taking out my 3DS and playing a bit of Ocarina of Time 3D. So I am already at Dodongo's Cavern. Just kind of played for like an hour or two the other night.
Dodongo's Cavern, which like the fourth time, the fifth time you go there?
Look, man.
First time. Okay.
I can play this game on my fucking sleep at this point, and I'm not trying to get all the hard pieces or whatever, so I'm just kind of going through.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's more or less been it for me. I did, after the stream ended last week, I did play a bit of the Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine over there, which will come into play later. So
nice.
Yeah, I doubt it.
What about you, Caleb?
I guess Final Fantasy 16, I think, since we recorded last. Right? I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I did. I played like 9 hours of it on Tuesday. So, lots of FF16. Outside of that, I haven't really played anything. In fact, I packed my N64 into a storage unit, so I probably actually ought to get that back.
You're probably a little busy right now.
Yeah. I just want the Exiled Lands, though. I've been thinking about it.
I'm sorry, man. You've got a few Zeldas and something else in between that, I think.
Yeah, I have 3 Zelda games.
Oh, you're playing Majora as well?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
3 Zelda games, Knights of the Old Republic.
Is that on the list?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
For me and someone else. Me and Zach, I think.
Yeah, sorry. I completely forgot KOTOR was on the list.
Then I have Nocturne, and then I have the Exiles.
Oh, yeah, but Nocturne's going to be the long one.
Right at this very moment, I don't think I could do it. But I am pretty tired, though. Like all those games, I'm looking at it and it's like, I don't know if I like Zelda. Like honestly, I mean, Ocarina's okay, but I don't know if I like it. You know, like the soundtrack's cool, but
I had to walk away for a second because I thought someone was knocking at my door. It turns out to be thunder.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
How far in?
How far am I in
Ocarina?
The same I was before. I just got to I'm about to start the ice section, so.
Oh, okay.
You're decently far in.
Yeah, that's not You're about halfway.
Yeah, but I gotta dig it out now too because we packed it stupidly.
Did you pack a Wii by any chance?
Yeah, the Wii's packed. It's like packed back there. I can maybe like hold you.
I'm gonna cry
by your stomach.
You're gonna hold me just to
I'll
hold
like
me.
hold you and then like lift you up and then kind of like make you go into the unit and then dig. No, I'll hold you for your misery and your loss of your Wii. It's a man should never lose his Wii. It's like losing a child.
Some men choose to lose
what
their
else
Wii.
do I have to live for after my Wii is lost?
Yeah, that is true though. Some people intentionally get rid of their Wiis. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the sick fucks.
Yeah. They turn into one of them switches.
yeah, they do a switch.
Yeah, one of them.
They turn their Wii into a U and then...
Yeah. Their Wii turns into a Wii sleeve, which is just a Wii U. It's an inverted Wii.
I don't get it. I've lost the joke. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Vaginas. Anyway.
Yeah, so I played a little bit of that, and that's it, honestly. I haven't been doing anything. I've been playing No Sleep and make the house look like it's worth a lot more money than it is. So,
Well, it doesn't come with the kids.
It's not a very fun game.
So the funny thing is, there's an indie game called Unpacking where you like unpack a bunch of shit and like put it like arrange it in the room however you want. You're basically playing the opposite of that.
Is that for people who like just want to move but can never move?
Yeah, that's...
They're like, I want the experience of being annoyed.
No, honestly,
Every time I go to my living room.
It's no,
4 days.
Because it's got like a pixel art style and it's kind of like an isometric like viewpoint. It looks really cute. It's just that like I think they're asking like $20 or $30 for it, and apparently the game's not that long, so I just can't justify buying that game for that price.
Yeah, it's like how many times can you possibly move throughout the course of this game's campaign? You know?
No, I think it's just the one time. It's more like a narrative experience and kind of like figuring out the people who are moving based on like what you're unpacking. But like, it looks cute, but I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale before I play it.
Yeah.
Nothing will turn you into a minimalist faster than having to move like every year. And you're just like, fuck this. I don't need this shit. I never needed this shit. What is this? Get this out of my life.
That's true. Speaking of sale, there's a game called Heart Attack that's like it looks like a mix between Faz and Devour. And it's currently on sale for 59 cents on Steam.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I was on Green Man Gaming today, and they had Prop Night on sale for like $2, which is like Prop Hunt mixed with Dead by Daylight. I still think we should play that, but
yeah, that sounds fun.
Schweiss, we got a Conan to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Now that I've packed away my game or my Game 64 Wii U Wii.
Oh, so you have nothing to play?
I have the PS5.
Yeah,
so you have nothing to play. Got it. All right,
did
cool.
you not have any forethought? And go, let me look on the Trello and see the next like 3 games.
No, I did. I don't know, man. I was excited. I was excited and tired, and
You sound excited.
Yeah, I'm very enthusiastic. Yeah, I was just, in the mood.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the PS5 having no games, did you like that video I sent to the group chat earlier where I was filming Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart? Then I zoom out and it's me playing the Steam Deck on the toilet.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah. I was
You
looking
guys were
for your
talking
dick.
about my dick, and I'm like, I
couldn't find it.
You didn't see it because I kept it out of the frame, but I'm wearing my boxers. Like, I'm not going to put my dick on video and send it to you guys.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
not
for
everyone-
free.
He wears
Anyway.
boxers and sits on the toilet.
I wasn't actually. I was doing it as a gag.
He wears them backwards so that they can poop out of the little penis hole. That's what he does.
You were gagging on your penis? Is that what I just heard?
No.
Oh, the connection's all messed up. I'm sorry.
No, Yeah, I was gagging on my penis while playing my PS5 game on a thing that isn't a PS5. Are you happy now?
I love not having a PS5.
It's pretty great. I saved $500.
Oh,
Which is funny too, because I don't remember
yeah,
what.
which is
I don't
funny
know.
because you spent $400 on the Steam Deck.
I spent more than that on the Steam Deck, but the Steam Deck also plays more than the 2 games that the PS5
Yeah, it
has.
plays
so.
everything
So
that your
you
fucking
played-
computer already has, you ass.
Yeah, but I can play those games on the toilet.
Oh my God, what is
I
it
can
with
play
this?
Vampire Survivors while I'm taking a shit. It's great.
How long do you take? Like, what?
Yeah, dude,
how much
A half an
time are you-
hour when I'm playing Vampire
It's a pure
Survivors.
cheese diet.
Yeah,
I've been there.
yeah.
I know. I know
Yeah.
how long you're on there. Waiting. Just waiting.
For the cinder block to slide loose.
You make fun of me now, but when I'm spending every available minute that I have playing fucking Nocturne on that thing, including when I'm shitting and I'm sleeping and I'm showering, you'll thank me.
No, because
Also, I'm the most attractive host, so fuck you, actually.
You got 2 votes, fucker.
That's more than you guys got.
I didn't even see the poll
Hey.
pop up.
Wait, what poll? What are you talking about?
There
I
was
put up a poll
on the
asking
Twitch
for the most
chat.
attractive host, and I got 2 votes to all of your guys' 0. So
Oh, man.
I will take my trophy now.
Okay.
I've let
I think
myself
they just-
go.
I think they're just jealous of your room. Like
Yeah.
you're surrounded by video
Hey,
games.
man.
Like A4 seems like a cool guy. Yeah, I'd fuck him. I'd fuck him to be living there.
Look,
That'd
the
be nice.
personality does not end when I leave this room. I'm just saying. I am just as much of an asshole outside of this room as I am inside.
Yeah, but can you imagine plowing that asshole? Come on, guys, vote for him.
Yeah.
Joe, what have you been playing this week?
Oh, speaking of assholes, I've been playing Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which took way more time than the how long to beat time suggested.
I'm going to laugh so fucking hard when I get to the final boss and I have no
I don't give a fuck. I know it can be beaten quickly. And like someone who knows what they're doing clearly does this game in like 13 hours or something.
It's not even that I know what I'm doing. It's just that like I think you're dealing with like a lag issue or something, right?
On the first Ganon fight, when he's coming out of the pictures, yes.
Yeah, Phantom Ganon.
However, the later Ganon fight, less so. Less so. But, I mean, definitely not nothing. But it was other issues that I was having problems with. It was just honestly like I used the Z targeting the entire game, and then for one boss they go, "You have no Z targeting," and I'm like, just like wildly like trying to figure out how to
Trying to
fucking
shoot the light arrow into him when you stun him.
trying to the fucking light arrow on the Wii Classic controller is. I'm sure it's not any better on the N64. I'm sure what happened was in 1997, the kids just didn't know what they were missing in the future and just had the patience to be able to play such shittiness. But anyway, Ocarina of Time took me about... Here's the problem. Ocarina of Time was not counting my hours, and then I remembered the second to last day of me playing that I could go into the Wii thing and count up all the hours
For
and
each
then
day
find
you
out
played.
how long.
Yeah.
So there were many times that I just kind of let the game go, and then I cooked my dinner and then came back. So I don't trust the time that I had. I do think it was between 35 and 40 hours. That's what I believe that game took me. Now, I also tried not to use a guide, except in the water temple when because I had heard for so many years that the water temple sucks, and I was like, fuck that. And I was also getting frustrated on earlier stuff and had to look stuff up and figure things out. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking deal with this. I'm not going to deal with this water temple bullshit. If I could get locked out of the game, which is apparently something that can happen,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not dealing with it. So I followed a guide step by step on the water temple, which felt like it took forever to do that. Probably because it was so fucking boring doing that. But then
Well, the
rest
water
of the
temple
game,
just
yeah.
has a lot of steps too, because you got to like raise the water and all this other shit.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what makes it complicated. Is like
Mm-hmm.
you got like 4 levels or something? No, 3 levels. And
Yeah.
you're dealing with like 4 rooms each on each of those levels, and they're all
And then
in
every
totally different
8
places.
seconds, you have to pause the game and go to.
Yeah, you got to
to
switch your shoes out. Yeah, all the time.
I'm at an advantage with the 3DS version where that's just an item you can equip, which they also fix that in like virtually every other Zelda game after this, where they just make
Nice.
the iron boots like an item you can equip like to a button. So that's nice.
So I had, oh my god, the final boss, dude. The final boss took me way too long to beat.
So how mad did you get when you finally beat Ganondorf
It's
and
like-
then you realized there's a second phase?
Pretty mad. Pretty mad. I was pretty fucking mad.
Mm-hmm.
Because it took me, I don't know, I was trying some cheap shit first. So I can't really count all those tries. But it took me like 7 real tries to kill him. Because, the Z targeting bullshit, it just like finally like lucking out. That was nice. And then there were times where like I was doing okay, but then I got hit. And so then I dropped to the bottom, and there's a bunch of pots at the bottom to refill your shit, and there was nothing in the pots.
Oh, really?
That happened like twice.
Huh.
It was like like it was so fucking frustrating, dude.
Brought some fairies with you.
I should have, but I would have had to know where the fairy stuff was.
There's only like a couple fairy fountains in the game, so
Yeah, they're always in the same
okay, so
spot.
I can track through to the forest. And that's the only one I know. So
Yeah, just
there's
do the
one.
forest
There's one
song.
near Hyrule Castle, and I don't know if it counts in the future.
I was trying not to use a guide. I only used the guide when I got stuck.
Okay.
So I didn't find all the shit, but it also took me a lot longer because I wasn't using a guide very often.
Did you try
Yeah.
playing the game?
Did you try getting good at the video game?
I did, which is why it took me.
The Ocarina.
35
Did you use the Ocarina of Time to travel you to the forest?
Anyway,
and then grab
no, here's the
fucking
problem.
fairy?
Here's the fucking problem.
You can
Everybody
do- yeah, anyway,
shut the
that's
fuck up.
actually-
Everybody who has an opinion on this game played it when they were a little fucking kid, or have at least played it before. So, and everything will be through rose-colored glasses. So, when I'm talking about how long it took me to do, there's going to be no memory of it from them. They're going to be
Honestly-
like, oh, look at this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Oh, Joe sucks at video games. Oh, my
Honestly,
God.
well, like with me playing it recently, like I know from being a kid to play Saria's song for Darunia in the Goron City to get him to give you the bracelet so you can lift the bomb plants. And
Yeah,
I'm
no
like,
way I
I
would've
didn't talk to
figured
any of
that
the other Gorons, so I'm like, how would you know that actually? I'm
No.
sure someone tells you that he likes to dance. But,
There's
like,
the way I think there's symbols on like the wall or some shit, but I don't fucking know, dude. It's impossible. Like there's some things where I'm like, I don't know how anybody would have figured this out.
right.
So I don't get it anyway. So anyway, it took me a long time. The game aged a lot. I regret this being my my last hurrah. But I'm glad I finally beat it, because in my head it was like, someday I'll beat Ocarina of Time. So yeah, it happened. It's done. But I do understand why, and I had this rant, like, well, not a really rant, but it was just like a thing I noticed with Ocarina of Time was like, it was considered, 2 decades or a decade ago to be the greatest game ever.
2 decades ago.
And now, like, it's not forgotten, but it's definitely not lauded like it used to be. And now I can see why.
It's
I
definitely
can see
still
why.
held in high regard, for sure. It's just that, like, yeah.
I can also see, like,
It is
playing
aged.
God of War, for example, like, you can see ideas explored in the 3D Zelda and, like, ways to do puzzles and stuff like that. That was definitely, we're still using now in games.
God of
And I
War
don't
takes
know-
a little bit of Zelda stuff.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it was the progenitor of it, but as far as like 3D games, like it seems like it's definitely early on with like a lot of its.
It was definitely one of the
exploration
biggest
stuff.
examples. I think with the Z/L targeting thing, that's like the reason that like we have good targeting in 3D action games to this day.
Because that one was terrible. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean like it was the first game that really had that kind of system in a 3D action game, as far as I can tell, anyway. Or at least it was the
Yeah.
most popular example that sort of moved things forward. So we have lock on in games like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts and
Yeah,
Nier
maybe.
Automata and stuff like that.
Or
God of War 2018.
Final boss, though, swear to God, between restarting Ganon, thinking I would save in between, shutting off the system, going back in, realizing, oh no, it spits me back out to way before all that shit, and then having to do it again, and dying to him multiple times, each stage, of course. And by the way, in between, there's a 3 fucking minute run through some bullshit, it just takes some time. It's not hard to do. It just takes time.
They're trying to make the game more
I
cinematic,
would
Joe. You should
guess-
appreciate that.
I would guess of my 35 to 40 hours, I believe 3 hours is me on that final boss.
Yeah.
Kill me. I can't believe. And plus, like, it wasn't like when I was hitting him, I was like, okay, this is going well. It was just like, it felt like just bullshit would just happen. Like something bullshitty would just happen.
Bullshit, dude.
Just something bullshit would happen, and I would get fucked, dude.
I
like,
go down,
over and over
I go
again,
down,
dude.
I fall down, and then there's nothing in the punch, dude. It's a fucking glitch.
Yeah, dude, I can't fuck that.
That is really rotten luck if that happened to you multiple times. I feel like those spots are there for that reason, but
happened to me twice.
Insane. But also,
like,
yeah, just go to use the
with the
menu
nosy targeting. You know what happened to like at least a couple times with the nosy targeting with the fucking if I miss, it's a fucking magic spell thing. So if I miss with the arrow, and I fucking like, and there's no pots downstairs, it doesn't matter that I have hearts, that I have like life left. Yeah. I still can't kill him because the only thing that stuns this motherfucker is the light arrow. Stupid. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, you should have just used...
The falling in this game is ridiculous. Like, I'm trying to take on those two fucking regular dudes in the fire cavern that are on that, like, fucking 2-foot wide bridge that I gotta walk across, or like little rock formation, and they just slap you down, and you just fucking you don't die, of course, because that would make it easy, because you'd spawn back up there. You fall,
you fall, he's like, ah! And then
my favorite thing is like the game is like, do you want to save? And you're like, yes, and then it'll save you with 3 hearts. Do you not want to save? No. It'll still restart you with 3 fucking hearts.
Take all your,
Take me back to my old save, you fucker!
Take all your empty bottles, use the menu at a forest to go to the forest temple, and then walk back through the maze and get to the fairy fountain and get some fairies, and then...
Oh, is GameFAQs.com on this call? I didn't realize.
No,
I've
there's an ocarina song that transports you to the place near a fairy fountain. That's
I believe
simple.
I was using ZeldaDungeon.net and occasionally YouTube in order to do this. And my second least favorite boss that I was also stuck on a lot is the fucking 2 witches. And
Twin Row? I thought you were going to say Bongo Bongo. I know you had trouble with Bongo Bongo, which was like weird because like as a kid I beat that in like 30 seconds.
Dude. And I know why you beat it easy, because as soon as I beat him, I'm like, well, yeah, anybody could have accidentally beat this like really easily, but like just the way that I was approaching the game, I guess it was just like,
which one's that? Is that the roly poly guy?
No, Bongo Bongo's in the Shadow Temple. You're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
God damn it. Anyway,
and Twin Rova's the boss of the light dungeon, the spirit dungeon, whatever.
So yeah, the 2 witches, dude, like figuring out, it just took me too long to figure out how to get the line to hit the other witch in time. Like just the target, you have to like be like ready to bounce the laser beam or whatever, and then like quickly turn it to the other fucking witch. Dude, it took me like, I swear to God, like an hour and a half with those bitches going, like that's all I was doing.
Yeah, but I mean, they turn pretty.
Fuck! I would sit down and I would try to. I'm like, I'm gonna play 4 hours of Zelda, and then I would do something like that for an hour and a half, and I'm like, I can't play another minute of this fucking thing. I can't do it.
Hey, at the very least, Joe, they get really hot when they combine the Twin Rova.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Is it like Shiva in 13, in FF13?
Yeah, sure. Much more triangles.
A lot more triangles and blurry textures, yeah.
I saw a meme online that was it was a picture of Elon Musk like ready to smoke pot on Joe Rogan's show, and then it was like a zoomed in photo of Laura Croft's like triangular tits, and then it goes back to him like taking a huge toke. And then it's like his like future car.
Is the one where his eyes are wide?
Yeah. And then it's like his and then like the last picture is like his super futuristic car that he made. Like his I can't remember what it was called, but it's like looks like her tits. They love those triangles.
Nice. Zach, what did you play?
By the way, hi Zach. Glad you're back from being deported yet again.
Fucking God, dude.
Man, this is a lot more active than I thought they'd be.
They are. It's scary. Honestly, I can't go get.
Yeah, Biden promised that this would stop.
Yeah, you should have been. If you were crossing now, you would have no problem. But the fact that you came as a baby is really fucking you over.
They just don't give a shit, honestly.
Yeah.
I played God of War Ragnarok and Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
Twinsies.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of the side quests for Ragnarok.
There's a lot in Ragnarok.
Dude, there's some of those the enemies, like side quest enemies, are fucking bullshit, dude. I hate them.
Like the random like skittery fuck that you find that takes you like an hour to kill.
Fucking that one. That's the one I got stuck on, dude. And it just like what pissed me off is I backed up, like because like I was like getting him like ready, like I had all my weapons and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like get him with a spear, and I backed up enough, and he can jump up and he turns into like that ball and shoots across.
Yeah.
But he'll hit you from all the way from the other side, no matter where you are. It's fucking so dumb. And nothing stops him. I kept hitting him with my spear and like detonating it, and he just like looks at me and he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And it's like, no, it's supposed to hurt you.
That's weird. It's almost like the combat in these games are bad.
They're fantastic. Shut up,
about Zelda.
Go play some furry shit. But honestly, it's a fun game. I'm having fun. But I beat that bitch.
You know, when you say furry shit, the combat in Dust and Elysian Tale is way better than the combat in God of War and God of War Ragnarok.
Not true. Sorry, buddy. I wish you would just have good opinions every now and then.
I'm just saying, in a game like Dust and Elysian Tale, you can actually see what you're doing. But...
I hate that you can't have good opinions, and I hate that you have to fight against the popular thing. Like, I just wish you'd be normal. Like, I feel like your father.
I am normal. I'm the normal one.
You, but like I can't. And then you go to art school, and I go, I guess this is fucking it. And then me and your mom get divorced because of you.
Gonna suck dick for the rest of his life.
You paid for that tuition. Don't you fucking forget it.
Oh no, but
you okayed this. You gave me a green light.
The new weapon that I got, like that Durgar spear or whatever, the Dropnir spear is fucking sick.
Oh yeah, it's a good time.
It's fun.
I thought the spear of legend in Norse mythology was Gungnir.
It is. Stupid. That's Odin's spear, but you get a Dropnir spear. Right. You get a dope ass fucking spear. That's fucking sweet, and I love it. I know everything about it. But
spoilers.
No, who cares?
Well, now that we know
that's it. That's all I've been
playing.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
But
just Ocarina of Time, honestly.
So we know what everyone's been playing this week, but what, if any, have you guys beaten this week? What you got?
I haven't beat anything.
All right, A4.
I beat Mortal Kombat 2.
Nice.
Wow.
Is that just our arcade mode, right?
You just have to beat a ladder? Is that?
Yes, and that is the hardest ladder. Dude, that AI fucking cheats. Mortal Kombat 2 is a cool fighting game because whenever you do a special move, it makes the opponent do a special move to counter it. It's awesome. Like, literally frame fucking 1. It's unbelievable how bad that fucking game cheats. I had to cheap it the fuck out to even, like, get close to beating it.
I don't remember
nuts.
that.
Dude, play Mortal Kombat 2 sometime, like, just...
I mean, I have when I was a kid.
No, but I mean, like, just...
On the SNES.
Okay, and maybe the console version's easier, but the arcade version, because it's made to steal your fucking money as fast as possible. The first 2 fights are easy as shit, and then that game just starts not giving a fuck about cheating, and holy fucking shit, dude. It is egregious. Like, I will, like, playing a Scorpion, I'll just use a special move, and immediately, like, frame 1, the enemy uses an attack to counter it. Like, or if I'm doing, like, a jump kick, and I'm going up against Katana or Baraka, they'll use a move that, like, has a fucking 45-degree radius, or 90-degree radius above them, so I can't jump kick them whatsoever. And it's, like, 85% of the time they'll do that if I try to jump kick them again. So I really have to try and cheap them out. I beat it eventually, just getting lucky, but Jesus fucking Christ, that you would be screaming, Joe. I'm telling you.
I mean, I just would stop playing it if I didn't have to play it.
Yeah, but I got to the last few fights.
He's gotta
before,
do
like,
it though, bro.
I got farther than I ever got in that ladder, and then I'm only like 1 or 2 fights away from fucking Kintaro and Shao Kahn. I have to fucking beat this. I'm doing it tonight.
I did too. No, if that's the final boss, I didn't do 2.
Mortal Kombat 1 is a lot easier. It does not
I've
cheat nearly
beaten
as
1,
much.
and I
think it's like Shao Kahn gets his
played a lot of
counters,
3.
too,
I
and he's
didn't
such a
beat it.
prick.
No, Shao Kahn's
is terrible.
It's funny because Shao Kahn's AI in this game is like highly retarded. He just walks towards you most of the time. But like all the other characters just have like these amazing counters to every single fucking thing you can do. To where I'm basically just like waiting for them to walk towards me close enough that I can roundhouse kick them and then get up and then hopefully I can jump kick them if they don't have a move that counters that. And then if I get too far to the corner of the stage on my end, because I was playing a Scorpion, I would just teleport to the other side and try to hit them. And even then, they would counter that shit. It was fucking nuts. But yeah, just look up videos sometime of like how bad the AI in Mortal Kombat 2 cheats, because it's really fucking bad. But trust me, that was a trial beating that fucking thing.
All right.
But you did it.
Well, I put
But
it
you
on
did
the
it.
list.
I earned that fucking that game
I
on the
don't think
hog.
you've earned anything in your life. Anyway, let's.
Nepotism is wonderful. Anyway.
Come on, you don't have family.
Yep. I killed them all.
Not since the trains.
Not since the trains and the camps have I had any family.
Yeah.
What did you beat, Joe? Because I know you beat a game.
I'll tell you, I beat finally Ganon. Oh, dude, I was like having like, I was so mad. There was like a small period of time where I could beat this fucking game right before like I had plans for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And what had luckily happened was my girlfriend delayed. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be late. I have to do a thing before I go over there." So I had like an extra hour and a half to play Ganon 3 more times and then finally beat him like 2 minutes before she got to the door. And I was like, dude, I was like screaming. Like when I died the second time, I was so fucking close. I like had the Master Sword and I was like whipping that guy's backward dick. And then
It's
he
a tail, but okay.
No, it's a backward dick. There's no such thing as tails.
And we're bringing the conversation back around.
You know,
I'm sorry, there's no such thing as
pee out of
tails?
the tail. Yeah, they pee out of the tail. It's a backward dick.
It's geeky guys in Halo. It's backwards
Geeky
dicks.
guys and backwards dicks, man.
I'm sorry, there's no such thing as tails? What is this then? As I hold up the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 box and point at the fox on the front.
Dude, that is a disgusting poster. It's a disgusting image. I don't like it.
Yeah, everybody knows that's a butt plug with a tail.
What?
on
There's
it.
2? There's a dick and a butt plug right next to it.
He has 2 dicks for sure, like definitely.
Does he spin them and he keeps them in midair?
He flies in the game.
He's got the ultimate helicopter.
Oh man, that better be a mod for like Sonic Adventure or something. That'd be fucking great.
Oh, but I did beat my third to last Nude Clan game, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. My last hurrah, as it were.
Yeah. One of the greatest games ever made. Some might say even better than God of War 2018, but what do I know?
According to some people, that may be the case. You know, we'll only know when the Nude Clan reviews.
Yeah, we're the only official review that matters. So
I almost said when Nude Clan reviews Nude Clan, and I had to stop myself. That's why you get
that's the last episode instead of Conan.
Our own show. Our own review of New Class.
What would you guys give the gameplay of the podcast? 0. It's barely interactive.
They've been
I
reviewing
can play
movies.
other games while I listen to it. Yeah, and then I got in the mail. Finally, it came late. I could have found this out earlier. Twilight Princess, which is my next game, and Zach's last hurrah.
Do you mind asking
Zach's
me how
last
much you
hurrah
paid?
to the podcast.
Do you mind asking me asking how much you paid for the Wii version? Because I paid like over $100 for the Wii.
$25.
Yeah, I paid like $20 when I ordered mine too.
Why all the Zelda at the end? What the fuck?
Because people voted for it.
Yeah,
That's what happened. And Zach and I both put one Zelda game each on our list.
What's awesome is I get I don't know who's reviewing this with me, but I get to do Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and then Twilight Princess.
Schweiss does.
Yeah, same.
He's got 3.
Yeah.
So what we do is we get the whole like child timeline of that. It's gonna be fun.
We're missing Wind Waker, which also Wind Waker, by the way, recycles the boss fight gimmick of hitting the ball back and forth when you fight Phantom Ganon in that game.
I mean, that's
Twilight Princess might also have that, but I only ever beat it once when it was new. So it's literally
pro tip for you guys out here: if you guys have trouble with the fucking Master Sword hitting the ball thing,
Go ahead.
you can just flick. You can flick it to do the fucking bottle.
The bottle, yeah.
Yeah, the bottle will bounce it. And the bottle is like way easier on the Wii Classic controller to like handle that shit.
I was going to ask if you were going to do the bottle trick, because that's just like a weird, as far as I know, that's just a weird like quirk of that boss fight.
Well,
but
that
maybe
way
the bottle's easier.
You can also use the Bigoron sword instead of the Master Sword. And so you don't have to hit him as many times.
I mean, you can just swap out the Master Sword and the Bigoron sword when you... I mean...
Yeah, if you want to go through menu hell on top of the hell of the fight, yes, you can do that.
I think you can hit it back with the Bigoron
that.
sword, too. You just have to get the timing right.
Yeah, it was not happening for me, dude. The Bigoron sword was not handling that fucking bounce.
I just remember what I did when I was a kid.
I think with the bottle, I think he's got like a wider, like...
An arc?
Yeah, he's got a wider arc, but I think there's like more... it allows you to make more mistakes, like more...
It's got a bigger hitbox, so to speak.
Yeah. So that was like... It just felt way
it's probably
easier
quicker. It's probably quicker, too,
to bounce
than
it back.
swinging the sword.
Yeah. It just felt way easier to bounce it back. So that was a pro tip for anybody who ever has trouble on that part. I don't know if it would have worked in the earlier shit. I have no idea. I don't know if he would have been fast enough with the back and forth with that one. But yeah, and then this is what happened. I then immediately put in the disc for Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. Actually, I first eject whatever disc was in there, which was Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon. And
Chocobo's Cunt Dungeon?
Yeah, the Chocobo's Cunt Dungeon.
Not
and
everybody.
The noise that came out of the Wii was like horrendous. It was like, and then it like slowly the disc came out like so slow, and I was like, what is happening right now? And then I was like, well, it popped it out. I guess it's fine. And then I put in the Twilight Princess
jazz
disc.
hands.
Yeah. And then I put in the Twilight Princess disc, and it would not take it. It's not taking the disc, period. I tried it over and over. I turned off the console, turned it back on hours later, just trying. I forced the disc in there, and then I realized I was like, oh, I don't want to do any damage to this disc, so I started using the Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon.
And then you looked at the Wii. Then you looked at your Wii, and you were like, you scratched my CD, you know.
And I'm like, please, God, get in there. And I'm like digging around. I'm like, look, if something's stuck, it's got to fucking get loose. Like, I don't know what is happening. But yeah, my Wii is fucked. It's
also the same way It's also the same way he described having sex with his girlfriend. Like, the noise that came out of that thing was like, and then I was digging around in there, and I didn't want to lose
out chunks of Chocobo's Cunt Dungeon.
You know, I don't ever talk about your guys' wives like that. Don't.
I mean, I describe sex to my wife the same exact way, so it's fine if you.
Yeah. She makes.
I gotta get the needle nose pliers to pull my dick out eventually because it gets stuck in there and I get scratches on it.
She makes the retard sounds too. You know.
Yeah, and her pussy also
with an extra. A4 likes some extra chromosomally.
Yeah,
like
and the rim of her pussy also glows blue whenever I get a new notification on Wii Connect 24.
Oh, I thought that was just when there was orcs around.
I don't think she's a horse girl.
Orcs in the
Goblins, yeah.
Oh man.
I thought he said horse.
No, it didn't say
goblins
horse.
in the village. Run.
just going down on his wife.
He just pulls out the massive clit and it's just like
He's just sitting there, he's just going to town, and all of a sudden you see the glow blue, and he's like, orcs.
You do realize the disc slot on the Wii glows blue whenever you have an update or a message, right?
yeah, I know.
That was the joke.
Yeah,
Also, before I have sex, before I have sex,
Lord of the
we get
Rings.
it.
yeah, I got your joke too eventually.
Okay, I was making sure.
So the other
That's all I
thing,
beat.
so the other thing is when I have sex with my wife, there's a warning screen that tells me not to wave my arms around too much.
Yeah, don't throw her through the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I try not to, but I get a little nuts. I'm guessing you didn't beat anything, Schweiss.
I mean, I beat Final Fantasy 16.
Oh.
Oh, fucked
But I
up
already put
before.
that on my list. Never mind. So I didn't.
Did you put it down as Final Balls 16 or?
No, only you get that treatment. Although I don't.
Also, just a quick thing for Final Fantasy fans, I guess. My sister was at the Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest in Las Vegas, and the pictures from that look fucking insane.
No one literally gives a shit about your furry sister.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, they set up like the whole convention center to look like different parts of like the world. That
Wait,
looks
she
cool
didn't
as
dress
shit.
up as Minfilia last time, did she?
She'd be a big Minfilia.
Okay. Anyway, what else?
I don't actually know what
anybody-
fucking race she plays. So.
Anybody else beat a game this week? No. No. That's right.
And balls deep in side quests, man.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I say that because I saw one time it was like a thread about someone getting their dick sucked like amazingly by Minfilia at the 14 Fest that Joe and I were at, and I was like, man, I don't remember that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I would have probably impregnated her even if
I'm gonna say you missed out, dude.
Just spit it out. At that fucking
really.
seed.
Well, no, your sperm is your sperm is
Face, bro.
your sperm is like fentanyl. Like all you need to do is like touch it and you're tainted.
Yeah, like she tries it. She swallows it and then she ends up pissing it out. But like at the gates, it like just fucking like grinds to a screeching halt and it just climbs this fucking way up in there. Yeah.
Man, we are so gross on this show.
Man, didn't you record the fucking disclaimer like 5 or 6 years ago? There you go.
It's just
Then you already knew that.
Disgusting young. But now we're not young
5
men
or
anymore.
6
We're
years.
discussing. I think we need to redo it because it's not discussing young men.
I'm not going to redo it for 20 more episodes.
Why do it, you fucking pussy? We're not young men anymore.
I'm not a pussy. You want to talk about this shitty fucking movie
Yeah,
that Caleb
honestly.
loves?
Yeah.
Hold
let's
on,
get
I
into
want
it.
Caleb to say that I'm King Hog again.
A4 is King Hog with a lot more games beaten than everyone else.
All more games and one pending divorce.
18,
Hey, not yet.
11 for Joe, 9 for Zach, and 7 for myself.
What the fuck is happening? Why am I in second place? I'm always in last place.
Because you really want to finish the fucking show, dude.
It's because you don't pride yourself on failure anymore. That's why.
Pride myself on
You have like a goal to hit.
know
With
what
previous
that means.
years, you were like, making movies and shit. You didn't really have time for video games. Now you have a video game oriented goal that you have to hit.
He's
which is
still making
finishing
a
this fucking
movie.
show.
Like he's still.
Yeah, no, but like he's got
it.
still
but,
have
like he
no
wants
time.
to finish the podcast.
He better be making
too.
that fucking movie. I fucking paid for it, so there better be.
That's true.
There
Yeah,
better
I'm still
be
waiting on my
fucking-
last
You
one.
know what I'm
We're doing
saying?
a fucking movie, Joe.
There, he can see the end of the road for the show. He can see the light at the end of the tunnel. He's like, I just got to beat like 5 more fucking games. We're good to go. Like, however many it is.
I
like
do
3.
see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that makes the engine start going. But apparently, for a couple people here, that means slow down, slow down,
Yeah.
buddy.
I mean,
We
we're
only
almost-
got.
No, but you
what
guys-
do you mean we only have 10 games left? Hold on.
No, but you guys, I want us to stay
Let's
here and
savor
play
this.
forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah, you've always been the podcaster here.
Yeah, really.
I mean, how many? I can't live a week without without an hour and a half waiting on fucking audio issues and kids to be moved around. I can't go a week without that. I need this show.
I actually had a very depressing thought recently because I realized like once the show is over, like me and Zach might start something up as like a fun hobby, but I'm like, I might be done podcasting after this. And podcasting it's been like the past 13 years of my life.
Oh.
Like making podcasts, listening to them has been like another 2 or 3. So like podcasting has taken up like half my fucking life at this point. So that's depressing.
I understand.
Yeah. I'm sure your side show will go great though. You'll have a podcast.
Look, at some point I'm going to be talking to a microphone and I'm going to put it on an RSS feed. I don't know when that's going to happen. But
a microphone and a Libsyn account or Blueberry, whatever the fuck you use, will always be there. Should you ever decide.
It'll always be there to record every racial slur.
No, I just need A4 to do his own thing where he just rants and just talks. So it's like an Alex Jones podcast, and it's just him being nuts. Because honestly,
that'd be great.
It would be amazing.
That would just be every Discord call I'm ever in, so...
Yeah, just start recording them, honestly.
That's such a bad idea, but okay.
Oh, I know it is.
Speaking of bad ideas, Resident Evil Afterlife is a 2010 action horror film written and directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. The second film in the series that he directed and is the direct sequel to Resident Evil Extinction from 2007, which I swear to God I thought was the ending of the series, but I guess there was like 3 more.
Oh yeah.
So
that's what I was
crazy.
looking at too. Yeah, so he like has those, and it's just more. There's just more. He's just like, Extinction's not the end, guys. It was for the dinosaurs, but not for us.
So Resident Evil, Apocalypse, then Extinction, then Afterlife, and then 3 more after this. Well, right. Welcome to Raccoon City is what's listed here.
At least he goes in the right order,
because
because Apocalypse would precede an Extinction, which would precede the Afterlife. So at least they did it in a right order.
I love how it's called Resident Evil, and then everything is like the end, after the end, getting back. No, really, the end this time. Like that's how you could write the titles.
Alice got her groove back.
The last one is like a Square Enix title.
Final chapter, Apocalypse Redo.
Yeah, Redux. 2.55.
1.25767. Yeah, whatever the
mix.
That movie, you're just watching bits and pieces of every single movie up to that, and then you get like 30 minutes of new movie.
Oh man, to proceed of the Paul W.S. Anderson filmography, this one comes out right before his worst movie, at least that I've seen. One of the worst movies of all time, The Three Musketeers from 2011. That is a piece of shit. Anyway.
Is his best movie Alien versus Predator? I'm pretty sure it is.
That I remember watching. I have not seen... he's got some movies. I have not seen Event Horizon. I have not seen Soldier.
Oh, Soldier was awesome. I think
those were some pretty big movies, but people love Mortal Kombat as well, and they're wrong. So I don't know what opinions to listen to when it comes to that. This movie is generally a Matrix Reloaded ripoff, and generally consists of people squinting. There's a lot of squinting in this movie, and then ripping off Matrix Reloaded.
Well, real quick, right before you talk more shit about it, I want you to know that Resident Evil Afterlife was nominated for favorite horror movie at the People's Choice Awards.
What people?
Yeah, what people watched this?
I don't know. Mila Jovovich won Best at the Scream Awards, Best Science Fiction Actress.
Wow.
And won a Golden Reel Award. And listen, before you say anything, it's more awards than you have. So I just want to...
You don't know that. I have plenty of awards.
No, just kidding. But... yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, and I know, like, what is it? People like these movies, and that's fine. And I'm really, like, easy with movies, but at the same time, I just feel like I waste my time. And it's like I could be watching something else.
Yeah.
Like,
you could have... Here's the deal, though. I don't believe in over-medicating. So, if you're going to, like, take, a sleeping pill, or you're going to watch this movie... I don't think that's really a waste, You could buy this movie
they
for
actually
$10 and never have to have a prescription to whatever the fuck again.
They actually put melatonin in the film, like it's ingrained into the actual like film reel.
This is like a visual representation of a ghost song. That's what this movie is.
Real quick, speaking of that, when Jake fucked up his wording in the chat, it was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, we were talking about a ghost song or something.
Joe wouldn't know because Joe's left the chat.
Someone said like something about a ghost song, and it's like I already take melatonin, and Jake was like, so it's the cure for ghosts, and I'm like, yeah, or ghost is the cure for melatonin. I'm like, yeah, it wakes you up exactly.
And he was like mad about it. He did like
he was like mad that he fucked up.
It
his
was
sentence.
so funny. It was so.
I was just
funny.
quick to pounce on like you fucked up.
I saw that and I was waiting for you to just hit him. Like I just sat there and I was like,
we should do a segment on this show which is called the Chat That Joe Missed Recap. And you guys should just pull out the text.
This week in the private Facebook chat that no one else knows about.
Listen, Joe, if you wouldn't have left,
Joe, if you would have been here, you would have seen such.
Which actually, no, that's ironic. That's
gems.
ironic because there are a few listeners that are in this Facebook chat, like Xanon's in there and whatever. Yeah. It's just for multiplayer shit, whatever.
If you would have been there, Joe, you would have not missed such classic gems as. So I'm leaving on Sunday to drive the moving truck up, and I ran into a hot chick from high school and got a date. Or.
And then Jacob goes, wait, I gotta find it. Because then
Let's all read it.
Jake goes, what does he say? Smash that like it's prom night. The Virgin. Smash that like it's prom night.
Smash that like it's prom night.
I just don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, and then the reveal of a new Final Fantasy XIV expansion was brought to me in this chat. So you've missed some classics.
Beauty.
And then there's the video I took of me playing the Steam Deck on the toilet, to which
I saw his cock.
To which Jacob has a GIF that says "Put your pants back on," and I said, "I can't poop with my pants on."
Yeah, good times.
I mean, you can.
Did you guys watch that video I sent you of the? I sent the chat of like the chick hanging from the helicopter.
Oh, the one's like fucking spinning.
That's super old.
I
dude.
never saw that before, and I was like crying. I was like,
I think she died. I legitimately think she died.
My favorite part of that is the dude that dubs over that. He's got baseball ones too, where he dubs over, and it's fucking hilarious. Like they did one where he throws a ball and it just hits him. He's like, "Oh my Christ!" Right in the cock.
Yeah,
and it's just that guy's funny. He does some good dubs. Like you need to watch more of his stuff. He's funny.
She thought she was going to get rescued today, but it turns out she's traded to go to the fucking moon.
She fell when she was hiking, attacked by a bear, bit by a rattlesnake, but thank God they're here to save her.
Yeah,
guys,
there's no way it was spinning that fast.
Any more things you guys want to bring up that there's no context for the listeners?
Let me go through my chats. Let me see what else I got in here.
That's a good idea. I like this. Leave this segment.
This is good shit.
I'm sorry.
Talk about gifs that you can't describe.
Yeah. I saw a meme.
Hold on.
Dude, check out this meme.
Hold on. We just got a new first time chatter. Local bandit in the chat says Jewish, eh? I'm assuming because we haven't tagged as Jewish.
Yeah.
Oh, A4's here.
One of us lied on his application forms.
Hey, I didn't lie. You can't prove that.
He even wore the hat.
Someone was supposed to be a diversity hire, and
he
it
even
turns
wore
out
the hat. That fucking liar. Nobody wears the silly hat.
I bleed a thick black tar-like substance, just like every Jew on this planet.
That's stolen valor.
They bleed oil. They're so greedy. They fucking
Jesus Christ.
It's called Texas tea, Schweiss.
Good fucking Lord. All right.
I like just like every Jewish person, I put my pants on one fucking lizard leg at a time every morning.
I didn't know you were related to fucking what's the Facebook dude? This little lizard.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah,
dude, he's like my second cousin, twice removed. We both came from the same crocodile enclosure.
Same clutch. Yeah. The same clutch.
We both used to hang out on the same heat rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you
Anyway,
know
Resident Evil Afterlife, a movie that's so boring it might actually beat Prince of Persia.
Yeah, and so boring that we sidestep to talk about Facebook chats.
I feel like a lot of them, like the last few movies you watched have been boring because we had What's It Called too. The Chun-Li movie was fucking ass.
I was thinking about that
Yeah.
when I finished
Yeah.
watching this one because I realized it was like 2010 and I'm like, God, like the late 2000s, early 2010s was like really the nadir of video game movie adaptations where it's just like, man, these all fucking suck. There's nothing like memorable about any of them.
They all sucked the whole time.
No.
What planet are you fucking living on?
Look.
Not
Mortal
one of
Kombat-
these movies has been good from fucking whenever Super Mario Bros. Came out.
Rampage
With 1990?
Rampage
to-
was
Mortal
good.
Kombat 1995
Rampage.
is fucking Kino. I don't give a fuck.
There was not-
Pikachu's awesome.
There was not a watchable video game movie until 2017.
No,
Not a
no,
watchable
no.
one.
Dude,
Not even
you
remotely
missed
close.
Rampage. You missed it by like a week.
I watched Rampage.
Oh no,
I
not Rampage. What's the Rampage is done.
Rampage is decent.
It's
As far as these gaming movies are
it's up.
concerned.
It's like top 5.
Tomb Raider's also fine. What are you
I
talking
just feel
about?
like
Tomb Raider-
if the movie
yeah.
doesn't have a gay kid masturbating in a peach,
A4.
Joe doesn't fucking care.
It's 2010. Oh, don't,
You gonna
don't.
you gonna eat?
I don't
that.
actually like that movie. I don't actually like that movie.
It's just like, you know,
Zach,
you know this fucking movie's missing? A jizzy fruit. A
I
jizzy
feel
fruit.
like Zach, I feel like I'm the one film nerd that did not like that movie. I came away from that movie.
You'll never convince me.
Caleb Schweitz liked that movie more than I did. Caleb
That's
Schweitz
not
also liked
fucking
Moonlight
true.
more than
Yeah.
I did.
What?
He
I
liked
get-
both of those movies. And I walked away and I was like, I'm underwhelmed. And also really grossed out by the peach scene. Like, I was not.
I don't believe it. Dude, I
will
believe
tell
you
you-
were like, what's his name? Paul Rubens in the fucking back of that theater. Every time you see a peach, you just get that chub, and you're like,
Oh my god!
Like, I know it. I know
Okay,
that's what
so
happens.
the peach scene is disgusting, but then also the scene where the older guy, Army Hammer.
I would love if
when
there was a
Army,
li-
when Army Hammer grabs what's his name's crotch, and it's like a wide shot, and it's like a gross wide shot. And I was just like watching. I'm like, is this supposed to be romantic to anyone?
I just
Like
feel
this is just
Look,
this is
Joe,
just
gay guys-
this
these
is a
gay
lot.
guys-
savages.
Dude,
No,
gay
no,
guys
'cause if
are
it was
different.
okay, no. Because if it was like a straight dude and a straight chick, and the dude just goes and just plunges his hand into her crotch in a wide shot, it would also be in a comfortable, gross.
yeah, because
shot.
you
that's
don't just
because that's not
occasionally
how
do
straight
that
people
when you have wide
Yeah,
shots.
No, Joe, because that's not how straight people interact. But gay people, sexual harassment in the gay community is very common. So
Oh, and he is 30, and the kid is 17.
That's
and
my
pedophilia
biggest-
is also
the biggest
really
thing
common in the
with
gay
movie.
community. So I don't
Yeah.
really
Have you
understand what
talked
you're
to a
doing.
17-year-old boy recently?
It's crazy. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
offered him a
Have you
peach.
ever done that?
I
Man,
offered him a
the
peach.
dude is a predator. The dude is a predator.
Yeah, he's
It's
gay.
so
We already
gross.
knew. Anyway, I was gonna say earlier. I would love if like people listening don't know what movie we're talking about because we never mentioned its name.
yeah, what we're talking
Well,
about,
we would
ladies and
never
gentlemen.
call it by its
Yeah.
name.
What we're,
Okay?
what we're, the
We
movie
would never
we're
call
talking
it by
about,
its name. Okay.
We're talking about Resident Evil Afterlife. There's a peach in Resident Evil Afterlife, and
And Mila Jovovich fucks that peach with her 7-inch schlong.
100% watch that.
I think the joke I made right after we left the theater is like I could have made that peach scene like twice as good, and then like he turns to him and he just says, "You gonna eat that?" Just fucking.
Wait, did you guys go watch that together?
Yes.
Or you guys go to
I
a
love
date?
watching gay movies with Joe.
It's freaking cute, bro.
Those are the only movies we see together.
They went to go see
We
Brokeback
saw
Mountain.
Moonlight together, and we saw fucking Call Me by Your Name together.
And then they saw
together.
And then they saw Blue is the Warmest Color together, and they're both like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling this one. I don't really know.
Yeah, seems kind of gay, you know.
No, my favorite. I mean, I brought this up like 20 times. It's still fucking funny to me because I remember it every time. Caleb Craig was also with us when we saw Moonlight because we were just watching. I was watching all the Best Picture noms, and I don't know if they came along with me or what. And I can't remember how like easily they came along with me. Like I don't know. So.
I bet they did come
fucking-
along with you.
The hand job scene in Moonlight. Caleb Schweiss puts his, and I was right next to him and I could see all this. He puts his hand on Caleb Craig's knee. And this entire theater is filled with very serious looking gay couples.
Okay, that's
everywhere.
okay.
Gay and lesbian couples everywhere in this movie
As serious
theater.
as gay people can be with their rainbow boas and their fucking
It's a very serious movie too.
Their
by the way.
star-shaped fucking sunglasses. and their neon signs that they wear on their backs that say "I'm gay."
Shut the fuck up. It's a very serious movie. It's more like, you know, they were wearing like their nice coats and shit. It was winter. And yeah, Caleb Schweiss putting his fucking hand on Caleb Craig's knee, and then we all started to giggle. like we were in fucking church. And we're like trying not to be loud and ruin the movie for all these other people where no one else is laughing at this scene. We're all laughing at it. Oh my god.
Have I ever told you guys, like,
So
with that
fucking funny.
kind of like serious scene? I'm pretty sure I've said it on the podcast before, but we went and saw the Joker with a bunch of friends, and my buddy was high, and we're sitting in the very back of the row, and it's the part where he goes and he suffocates his mother to death, and he's like pushing the pillow in her face, and it's like pretty fucked up. My buddy who was high just started giggling, and he wouldn't stop laughing. And like he's in the back of the theater, and then I start laughing because he's laughing, and I'm trying to cover my mouth. And then there's 10 of us, and
Bunch of fucking sadists in the back.
everyone's laughing too. And
To be fair,
wait, real quick, this is like the people are like this during the back row. We just get
okay.
The turnaround.
we're shocked.
To be fair,
oh my God, it was so bad, dude.
To be fair, the movie is called Joker, so you don't go to a movie called Joker without expecting to get a few laughs out of it.
That's honestly, Schweiss, that's amazing. I like that a lot.
I thought that story was going to go where like there's a hand job scene in Moonlight, and then just in all of the silence, Caleb Craig just goes, "What the fuck?"
Is this movie about gay guys?
Wait, he's gay?
Yeah.
I've never seen Moonlight, so I imagine they're very gay before that moment. But
Oh, yeah, there's a scene where they're like kids and they're like wrestling a little too much. And that's like the scene that sets up that he's definitely gay, right?
you good for you, Joe. I'm glad you had a good time at the movie theater watching kids wrestle and find out they were gay.
I've got problems with the third act of that movie.
I just feel
honestly.
bad that Joe sees other people living his life in movies, and he can't just.
Yeah, I think that one was
You don't
definitely
tell.
overrated. It winning really made me mad.
Should La La Land have won after all?
Yeah. Should've beat that.
That year, well,
I mean, I don't
La La Land's
really. I've
really
never
good.
seen any of these movies. I'm straight, but you know.
Manchester by the Sea.
Wait,
Oh yeah, that was the best one.
wait, you're
That was
not
the best
straight because on in fucking Twitter today, you posted that you were gay. You came out of the closet on Twitter today, and I need to collect money for that. But you can't say you're straight anymore.
So the joke
because
behind that,
you
the joke.
fucking came out today.
So the joke behind that is I
It's
saw
not
a
a
bunch of.
joke.
So funny.
It's
It's so
not a
funny, A4. Ha ha ha.
So the joke behind
Looks like
that
you're
is
gonna have to get a divorce.
I saw a few different artists
Been a
saying,
little lie.
according to I saw
actually
a bunch of Twitter artists saying, according to Twitter's new policy, I have to mention that I'm a parody account, that I'm not affiliated with any of the characters I draw or whatever, and I don't take anything seriously. So I'm just like, yeah, according to Twitter's new policy, I'm gay. Just like, because being gay is inherently the funniest thing that a man can do.
Well,
'Cause it's
so
like-
now we have the real diversity hire.
It's so funny.
It is like, could you imagine
really
being
funny.
a man sucking
That's
another
funny.
man's dick? It's
You get-
hilarious. It's
you
like,
get
why would you ever want to do
hand
that?
jobs, and
You
get to
imagine
jizz
it?
in peaches.
You imagine
No,
it a
not
lot,
at all,
don't you?
because it's like such a funny prospect to me.
Hilarious.
Like I imagine it, but I laugh
I'm
about it
fucking
because
dying,
it's like,
dude.
why would I ever want to suck a dick?
What a knee slapper.
When he tickles your balls, you just go, hoo-hoo! That's the fucking
I like that
Pillsbury
Pillsbury Doughboy or Monokuma, I guess. But
movie. Yeah, it's so funny.
So this movie starts green tinted, and then a woman going out of a glass window and shooting above her, just like Trinity does in The Matrix Reloaded. It also ends with a dude. Oh, it also has a guy doing an Agent Smith impersonation while looking like he's in a Matrix fan film. Throughout
Now-
the beginning, and then at the end, You also get a scene where they come in and learn the truth of a guy who's sitting in a chair in a white room.
Yeah.
And then this Agent Smith guy also gets up and they have a kung fu fight. And then he also has like the ghost powers, like the swishing out, whatever those twins are with the dreadlocks in the Matrix Reloaded.
They're your favorite movies. You should know who they
fucking
are.
powers as the fucking twin things in the Matrix Reloaded. So it's a giant Matrix Reloaded ripoff when it comes to about half the action scenes.
Now, I will be fair in terms of Wesker, because basically everything about Wesker from this movie is lifted from Resident Evil 5, including like the stupid, like the lizard eyes and the ghost swooshing powers and shit.
Yeah.
I do have a note though that says these Matrix bullet trail parts know that they're over 10 years too late, right? Because there's a lot of parts where you just see the Matrix bullet trail. It's like, and like half the fights are filmed in slow motion, including the entire fight against the guy with the huge axe in the shower. That whole fucking fight is filmed in slow motion.
So while you were making your Jew jokes, by the way, the person I went into Google Translate just to.
Oh yeah, I don't know enough German to know.
Did you read it? It's the Third Reich will rise again.
Okay, well,
I mean, so that's great. That's our audit. Thanks for attracting that audience. I really appreciate it.
I didn't know such thing.
Wait, what happened?
Excuse me.
Yeah, wait, what happened? I'm confused.
Your fucking cousin joined the chat and was talking about your plans for the future. Anyway,
wait, where was this at?
Some
the Twitch
neo-Nazis
chat. Anyway,
in the chat.
Resident Evil
Wait,
Afterlife.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, they know A4's gay now. He's gonna die.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be dead.
Oh, Joe.
Gay and Jewish? Damn, I'm like double dead.
Yeah, you're gonna be so dead, you're gonna be alive again.
Double dead, dude.
By the way, I wanted to make the joke about, like, I did watch all these movies, but I probably didn't need to, because literally everyone from the second movie onward starts the exact same, where it's just, my name is Alice and I used to work for the Umbrella Corporation. And then the virus
none of the
spread.
movies before this matter.
And then the virus spread and it killed people, but they didn't stay dead. Like, literally all fucking 3 of the movies after the first one begin basically the exact same way.
Nice. They did never explain why there's a bunch of Mila Jovoviches.
They do in the third movie. She basically finds like a place where they're storing a bunch of clones of her, and she kind of like recruits them to be like her army. Also, Jorah Mormont is in the second and the third movies. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, we did.
Which is weird because he was also in Tomb Raider. So these video game movies keep sharing actors for some fucking reason.
Because no one else is gonna like stoop as low as these actors.
Well, I don't know if I said it in the last episode, but one of the guys on the helicopter in the second Resident Evil movie is the guy from Postal. It's like the main Postal guy, but he's got like a weird German accent, so I don't know if they like 80-yard his lines for Postal.
Oh yeah,
to
that's
make him
the
sound
movie.
American.
That's the greatest video game movie is Postal.
Honestly, yes.
Yes, it fucking is,
that's
bro.
the one you missed,
Yes, that's a
but
good
yeah.
one.
Yeah, they keep having the same fucking actors in all these movies. It's really weird.
Speaking of the actors in these movies, once again, this movie there's an Agent Smith impersonator, really bad, and then every single person who's at the place that she lands in the helicopter,
prison?
They just all squint and they all try to do their best Clint Eastwood impersonation.
I like how
They're talking to each other.
I like how the Hollywood producer character looks like a fucking like birthday party magician.
Yeah.
He's got like the evil mustache and like the evil like fucking shirt coat.
Anyway, this movie's shit, and I don't want to talk about it. Who wants to go over?
Hey man,
the plot?
honest to God, I don't know.
I know! What the fuck? Are we going to talk about this part? 3 weeks ago, you guys can fucking rewind this shit. You don't even have to download the other episodes. Just rewind. and you can hear Caleb Schweiss go, yeah, this one's not bad. No, and then you can go a few more months back, and you can find that other fucking god-awful, way worse than this, Welcome to Raccoon City. And you can also be like, yeah, I liked it.
I think I actually prefer Welcome to Raccoon City compared to this, because like at least Welcome to Raccoon City like kind of looks like the games, whereas this one doesn't at all.
Well, I'm sorry. How can you tell? You can't see anything in the Raccoon City. I don't know what the
I
fuck
know.
you're
I'm just
talking
saying
about.
they go to places that are in the games, whereas in this one it's like I landed on a fucking the L.A. precinct, and now we got to go to this fucking barge in the middle of the
I recognize the Hollywood sign in this movie,
It's not fit. That's not in the games.
but I could actually see it. That was something I could see. I could see it with my eyes, and I didn't have to squint and be like, "Is there something wrong with the projector here?"
You mean like the rest of the characters in the movie is?
Yeah.
Maybe they were all squinting because it was too bright. No, but when I saw the Hollywood sign destroyed in this movie, I cheered.
Yeah.
You go, "Oh, sorry, what? Sorry, this just looks like L.A. normally." Like,
I literally have that in my notes.
yeah, I knew someone would make that joke. I went ahead and threw it in there.
I made the joke that they do Akira again because I think in either the second or the third movie they like detonate a fucking bomb in the city and it looks like the beginning of Akira. But they literally do that in Tokyo in this one at the beginning when he blows up the fucking Umbrella headquarters, and it's just the opening to Akira. There's also a scene. There's a scene where Alice is running away from a bunch of zombies and she's got like dual shotguns or something. It's when she comes down and she's like shooting the shotguns with all the quarters loaded into them.
Yeah.
And there's like one shot where all of the zombies on either side of her are color corrected to be yellow, but like she isn't. It's like really jarring if you notice it. Like they color corrected everything but her, so she's like got a bluer tint. There
was another shot with the exact same thing. I saw a power window. That's what they call it when you're in post-production. You're doing color correction.
Yeah.
And you're selecting like a person in the shot, and you're trying to get, you do a bunch of things to try to get it so that it's only the person and nothing around the person going into there. And so you can make adjustments to their exposure or whatever, to just a little bit. There was something similar that happened when the girl was running away from, I don't know, the fucking knight from Camelot that came in that was 9 feet tall.
Oh, the executioner guy, who was again also directly from Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, it was stupid. Anyway, so she's running away in the bathroom, and it was like a big power window around her, and I'm like, oh, this was a rush job. Oh boy.
There's also I think we were talking about it before the show, but we don't really get to know any of the other characters besides like Alice and maybe Claire.
There's a dude in a prison who's like, "Get me out of here!" and he seems like the crazy guy, and she gets him out of there, and then nothing happens.
And he's literally just there so you can be like, "Oh, that's Chris Redfield from the video games." But
he's just there to squint too.
Yes. But also there's the other characters, and they like. I have a note here that like this movie might have the most unceremonious deaths in any movie. Because like there's that Asian chick that's like, "Oh, I was the captain of the swim team," and then she just immediately gets eaten by a fucking like face hugger zombie, and it's like, okay, she's dead, I guess. And then that Asian guy gets killed by the executioner guy in the fucking prison bathroom before they can go down the hole, and it's just like, I guess these characters are just dead. It's not like we got to know them or anything, so it doesn't matter. But the film cuts away from them dying just as quickly as like it does any characterization for any of them.
Yeah, so it was awful, and there's nothing else to say about it.
So boring.
Schweiss, so what did you like about this movie?
I don't know, man. It was just 90 minutes. It went by fast, I just...
Like, it's a dumb popcorn movie, but like even then it's super dull. Like there's nothing really going on here.
It wasn't even good popcorn.
The second
I had the caramel corn.
There was a lot of seeds in my popcorn. I don't know.
I have Old
Took a lot
Bay
to
flavored
chew through
caramel
it.
corn in my fucking snack closet right now, by the way. That shit is weird. No, but like the second Resident Evil movie is really fucking dumb. It's like a dumb popcorn movie, but like the world hasn't ended at that point yet in the timeline. It's like basically them trying to escape Raccoon City. So there's still kind of like some gravitas there, and like you kind of care about the characters. And Nemesis is
Are
there.
you telling
if you care
me
about
you
that
don't
shit.
care about Kmart?
Dude, I forgot Kmart was a fucking character, and I watched all these movies in like 3 nights in a row. Are you kidding?
Kmart was a business before. We probably forgot Kmart existed at all.
I don't remember why they call her Kmart.
I don't
That's the
either.
problem.
They just
because I
call
barely
It's like
remember
Walmart.
Dude, I barely
but more
remember.
expensive and less selection.
I barely remember any of the third movie because most of it just takes place in the fucking desert in a school bus, which it's not Jeepers Creepers, so who gives a fuck? But like, even this movie is more boring than the desert one. And the desert one, like, all I remember from it is like her being surrounded by a bunch of crows, and that happens in that movie. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought the blunderbuss with the quarters in it was kind of cool.
It was like a neat little detail. It's just, but that was like one thing out of like 90 minutes of just almost nothing. Like the opening of this movie is good. It's like dumb, but it's good, and it's ripping off the Matrix, but it's good. And the ending of this movie is dumb but good, where they're fighting Wesker and the Thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's good it's good compared to the fucking sagging nothing that happens in the entire middle act of this movie when she's in the prison or flying the plane to Alaska and there's just no one fucking there.
I saw pretty shots of Alaska. I didn't see a Matrix fan film.
What? You get that from the Simpsons movie. I don't need that shit in Resident Evil. Are you kidding?
Look, Arcadia is clearly a scam. That's a terrible name.
Has there ever been anything named Arcadia that isn't a fucking evil organization or like a scam?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So yeah, there's not really a lot to talk about with this movie because it's really fucking boring.
Oh, it's fucking boring and nothing.
And
happens.
I don't know where they're going to go from here. There's two more movies.
I was like, how fucking far are we into this when she's like in the helicopter, she meets the girl, and like she's just still wandering around. And I looked at the fucking timeline, I'm like, I'm a third of the way in this movie.
Yeah,
and
dude.
2 scenes have happened.
Dude, it's
like
fucking...
2 things have happened in this movie.
Like, again, I'm not saying that the beginning and the ending are good. They're good relative to everything in the middle, which drags the fucking movie down like a rock. It's unbelievable how boring this thing is.
I think, honestly, dude, I think the opposite. I think all the action scenes are the most boring parts. I think at least I saw people trying to act and trying to have characters. But instead I saw this like choppy, woppy, crappy action over CGI with the fucking, oh my god, I can't get over the Agent
opening and the
Smith
ending
shit
are like
the opening.
The most dumb shit, like 2010 action movie shit ever. Like the fucking scene in the beginning where she like does like a cartwheel in the air, but like she's just clearly spinning on a wire because like there's no moment. Like she's just spinning from the waist.
My favorite thing,
in the way only a Capcom character could, and then she throws an entire wakizashi through a guy's head.
My favorite thing is random slow motion. Like, there's no reason for the slow motion. It's not showing us anything. It's not adding to the story.
Again, like
it's
the
just
entire
like
fight
she's like
scene in the
running,
shower.
and then she just suddenly goes a little slower when she's running, and then she speeds back up.
You got to
when she's
remember,
running.
this was
I'm like, what the fuck?
This was post 300, so I guess it was the style at the time.
Well, even then, like, it's post John Woo from the 90s. Like, it's not even the style from the time. Like, that's just an action movie trope. You've done slow-mo in action movies since the 50s.
And I guess Zack Snyder has the slow-mo, but then he has the speed-up thing to make up for it. So, like,
but it's like, it has no style to it. It just feels flat, and it feels cheap, and... like, even though this movie is like, I guess, a mid-budget movie, it's like $60 million budget on here, it still feels like you could have done more.
It feels like it is the third sequel, I should say, to a Resident Evil film franchise that barely follows the games. And
what I really love is the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia has a hyperlink for the word peep when that one guy's like trying to watch her shower.
The one bald guy who looks like he fucking runs a bait and tackle shop and he's just kind of there in the fucking prison with them.
Yeah, I love that hyperlink to Peep. It's got a whole article about voyeurism.
Ooh, nice. You should link me that later. I could jerk off to that.
Yeah, you could jerk off to Wikipedia articles.
Did I ever tell? No. Wait, hold on. Did I ever tell the story about how much of a lame kid I was?
Tell me you want me to donate.
No. Really. Did I ever tell the story on here about how much of a lame kid I was? That like I used to get horny looking up the word vagina in the dictionary when I was a kid.
I mean, yeah, you got to get those photos, man.
There's no photos. I just looked up the word vagina and the definition.
The human body books with like the woman picture on there.
No pictures. This was a dictionary. This was all words.
I mean, like, honestly, even though it was BYU, the BYU library had I was a little kid. Like, my mom worked there. It had film. It had film books, and I was interested in film stuff. Now, turns out some film books have some about Latin American film history, have a lot of Latin American nudity all over the still images all over
As
them.
opposed to Eastern European nudity or whatever.
I mean, there was some that was there too. Don't worry. Like, I found all the books. And I had my favorite ones too.
Yeah. You
I was just being in the
dog-eared
library
all the fucking pictures.
as a kid and being like, I know that one has naked pictures in it. I know that one has naked pictures in it. Isn't that funny?
I also, yes, it is. I also have a note here, one final note, where they find the umbrella, like the white room, basically, before it becomes the white room, and they fucking all go, like the door opens for them, and one of them says, it's a trap, and then they immediately proceed to walk into the fucking room, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, you're already on the boat, you might as well, but, like, you said it's a trap.
I mentioned it earlier, but it is tonally confusing when you have scenes that are like, they look like they were filmed to be scary, but then like they do like hard rock guitar music when they're in the scene. Like, all the zombies are surrounding him. They're like, we gotta get in the elevator or whatever. And it's like,
yeah, and then like fucking Fear Factory starts playing or whatever the fuck.
And it's like badass music, but all the actors are like, have scared faces on. They're like, like, whose side am I on with this music? Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
It's like the problem that Resident Evil had in its later life, at least before the new series, where like they became more action games. Like, stuff in Resident Evil 4 is scary, but it's definitely more of an action game through and through than a horror game. Especially 5 and 6. Like, 5 takes place a lot of time in the day.
I can take 5 and 6 as, I don't see 4 as an action game. I really don't. I know I saw like a cutscene.
It's where it started to really dip its toes into like, okay, this is a dumb action movie.
You're
as
right. It
opposed
dips
to,
its toes.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah.
You gotta
So
play
yeah.
Resident Evil 4. It's too good to not play, Joe. Telling you.
Well, I was told that about Ocarina of Time. And
Well, I think Resident Evil.
I would love to hear Joe's opinion on Resident Evil 4. He would be screaming like, this fucking
that's why I don't play
ogre
it.
is swinging a fucking tree around, and then I have to press the shoulder buttons real quick to duck, and I don't know where those are on the controller because I don't hold these very often. So it's like,
here's the deal. I did play Resident Evil 4 for a few hours a couple times.
okay.
Okay? I've tried it a couple times. I really hate the standing and shooting. Like, I hate it. Hate it.
I don't know what to tell you. That's how those games work.
I know. That's why I'm not going to play it. It's like, this isn't for me. I own a gun. I can still walk and shoot with it.
Yeah, but you're not a police officer. Maybe he has to stop and shoot.
Yeah, it's
Because we
protocol.
all know police officers are stopping, assessing the situation.
Look, this was 2004. This was before all the minorities started getting a little uppity, and we had to start resorting to guerrilla tactics.
A4? What the fuck? A4, are you trying to get us kicked off Twitch?
No, not at all. I'm just saying times have changed.
Oh, my God.
It's a different time now.
Just saying, we've subdued him at last. That's all.
So anyway, Resident Evil Afterlife barely exists. I literally don't know where the last 2 movies in this fucking franchise are going to go, because like the end of this movie is basically just like, oh, and this is also post Iron Man, so we have like our mid-credits reveal scene where it's like, oh, it turns out Jill Valentine is back and she's blonde and she has a ponytail like in Resident Evil 5.
I just saw
because that was the newest game when this came out.
I just saw a hot chick and I had no idea what the fuck was happening. It was like,
I had to look it up because I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same actress that played her in Resident Evil Apocalypse, which is the second movie where Jill Valentine actually is in.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, Twice, you loved it.
But honestly, it's been 3 weeks, so I've like forgotten everything. Basically.
Dude, you might as well have watched it last night, and you would have rememred just as much. Like, I watched it last night, and I remember just as much.
I had a lot of jokes written down, but my paper got fucking stolen in the months since I watched it last. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fine. It was only an hour and a half long. It felt like it went by fast.
I liked it because it was short.
I mean, it is nice to have it less than 2 hours when it's not a good movie.
I think all of these movies have been less than 2 hours so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. I think it really makes us miss Uwe Boll, right? Because like Uwe Boll, infamously the worst.
We have something to talk about, yeah.
But his are funny, you know what I mean? Like they're hilarious.
Yeah, Uwe Boll's movies are like so bad that they have like notable things that you can talk about. Whereas like at least the Resident Evil movies and I guess Monster Hunter, Paul W.S. Anderson's movies are fucking like just okay. Like they're like they exist. That's about all I can say. I like the first Mortal Kombat. I've heard Armageddon is fucking. Or what's the second Mortal Kombat movie? Whatever it's called. I heard that one's fucking terrible.
No, they're both terrible.
No, the first one's great. I don't care what you
No.
The first one's
They're
awesome.
both terrible, and you know what? The first one doesn't have the fucking like hamster wheel part, so I don't know how the first one could be better than the second one. Armageddon or whatever.
Because it's just
The
good.
first
It's
one's
just a good
so
movie.
over the top. It's a hilarious movie. It's like everything this movie's not.
Yeah.
Fun, over the top, terrible CGI. Oh, I guess they both have terrible CGI.
Well, for their time, Mortal Kombat CGI was like all right for its time. This one's CG was all right for its time, but obviously looking at it for the view of, almost 30 years later in the case of Mortal Kombat and almost 15 years later in the case of Resident Evil Afterlife, it's like, ooh, yeah, this is not great. Like when those fucking dogs do the thing where they split their head in half. And they have like they turn into like the Stranger Things thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. But
No, I thought it was cool. It's just the CG was bad. Don't
I
get me
thought it
wrong.
was way cooler in The Thing from 35 years before.
That too.
yeah. Never seen it.
I say to be fair, like
You never seen The Thing?
No, I haven't.
What?
I also haven't seen the thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Why are we wasting our time watching this shit? What
we
the
have
fuck
to.
is that?
I'm
don't
sorry.
know,
There's
man.
a thing. There's a thing video game. There's the thing movie's not based on the video game though. So
There's like 4 movies in the theaters I want to go see right now, and I had to watch this instead.
I was supposed to take my wife to go see the Haunted Mansion. Then our sleep schedules got fucked up, so we never did. But
That's the movie you want to go see?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
that's
actually,
not one of my
yes.
4.
Anyway, all right.
I already saw one of my 4. It was
Darth Storyman, by the way, says that the prequel to The Thing from 2011 is great too. I have heard that movie had practical effects made for it, and they took it out for bad CG in post production, which is a tragedy.
I've never seen that.
I
heard it was bad. So
I heard it was bad too,
Yeah.
but I also heard that it had really good practical effects,
So I
and
just
they
didn't watch
took
it.
them out because they had to make it CG. Because I don't know, it was 2011. Like that was a weird time where Mary Elizabeth Winstead was in a lot of shit. She was in Scott Pilgrim. She was in The Thing. She was in.
It's a
Death
weird time.
Proof.
She's still in a lot of stuff.
She was in Final Destination 3. She was in. Name one movie she's been in the past 10 years, please.
There's something about Nina.
Never heard of it.
That was
Doesn't
an
exist.
independent film.
made
There's
that up.
a big movie that came out that was called Birds of Prey. She was in that as well.
Yeah, no one saw that, so it doesn't count.
What are you fucking talking about?
Literally, no one saw that. Everyone was going to see Sonic the Hedgehog when that came out. Because I saw Sonic the Hedgehog when that came out.
All right, well, whatever. I like her a lot.
I like her too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, she's really good.
Oh shit, she was also in Cabin in the Woods, right?
Yeah, Birds of Prey was like her last big movie that she was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was also in 10 Cloverfield Lane, which
She was a Gemini Man in 2019. I remember that.
10 Cloverfield Lane, which unfortunately, when we went to my father-in-law's house, I caught the end of it, which kind of spoils the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
But
That sucks.
yeah, well, whatever. Like,
All right. Well, we're steaming out. If I don't say anything, then and no one else says anything.
Resident
then we're
Evil
done.
Afterlife is a bad movie. that
It's
you don't
really
need to
bad.
watch.
It's really bad. I spent $4 on it. Do
But
not
it's not
spend
like
$4
it's not
on
like
this.
funny bad. It's just like, oh, I wasted my money bad, or
Yeah,
this is
it's a
90
sleeping
minutes I
pill.
could not get back bad.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like at the time I enjoyed it, but I honest to God don't really remember anything about it. So
Schweiss from 3 months ago is such a different person.
I know, yeah. I had so much
3
more
months,
sleep.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
It might
you
as well be
people-
3 months.
You people made me wait forever for this.
Look, Zach delayed, and then Zach was only here for a quarter of the episode. He fucking dropped out. I don't even know why he left. I think he was picking up again. Issues.
I didn't realize he even left. Oh man, that's sorry, Zach.
Remember I was talking about guerrilla tactics and the police getting against those uppity minorities. I think Zach finally got what he deserved.
Yeah,
but
all right. Well, I'm sliding the Resident Evil Afterlife from the movies column to the done column in Trello.
How would you rank the Resident Evil movies that you've seen so far? By the way,
that I've seen?
Yeah, you.
Wow. The original Paul W. Sanderson as the clear winner.
Okay.
Then this movie. And then Raccoon Shitty. So both this and Raccoon Shitty put me to sleep.
I think I would say Apocalypse is top. Then I guess the first one, and then Extinction, which is the third one, and then Raccoon City, and then this one. So far.
Oh wow, okay.
No, this one's not that bad. And the first one, though,
bad.
you can pause and see her pussy, so that one's the big winner.
Yeah, and you can see her no tits in like half of these fucking movies. It doesn't mean that movie's great.
Yeah, but that ain't no gash, bro. We're not talking about the no tits. We're talking about
she's also got no gash, as far as I can fucking tell.
Yeah, well, it was there. I paused it.
She's got no gash, no ass. She can't act.
She can act sometimes.
She's all right. She's like she's basically like Keira Knightley's double.
How is she in Ultraviolet? Because I've never seen Ultraviolet.
I have not watched that movie all the way either.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, this is a great conversation about Ultraviolet.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thanks for listening. If you're still here, I don't know why.
Yeah.
How many people do you think dropped off this episode?
Yeah, sorry.
You can support us on Patreon if you want to waste your money.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys shut that down? So like,
no, it's still there. It's still there. And we still have like, how many drawings? I have the count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
By the way,
we owe 12 drawings. That is 1 year of drawings.
Also, Truth Seek says, LOL, still here longer than Zach.
Yeah.
Our next movie review, because we can't get enough, our next movie review is Resident Evil Retribution.
How in the fuck?
But then we have like 6 movies, a 6-movie gap before we get to the final chapter.
Well, yeah, because like Retribution came out in like what, 2012, 2013, and then like the last one came out in like 2017, which is oddly recent for this series.
What else is there after this?
All right, so this is a movie list.
Yeah, go.
Is Resident Evil Retribution, Silent Hill Revelation. There's not enough.
Oh, that movie blows.
Need for Speed, bro. Hitman, Agent 47, Warcraft.
Oh God,
I'm excited to see that.
Directed by fucking David Bowie's son.
Assassin's Creed. Then Resident Evil, the final chapter. Then Dead Trigger, then Werewolves Within, and then coming out in October, because you guys are too fucking slow with your video games, so we're definitely going to review this.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Very excited to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I've been waiting years for that fucking thing.
I've never played a second of it.
I played Five Nights at Freddy's when it was new, and I like this. I genuinely like the Five Nights at Freddy's games, at least like the first few of them. But like, when they announced like ages ago, like, oh, Warner Brothers picked up the rights for whatever, whoever picked up the rights for the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I'm like, yeah, I'll go see that. That sounds like fun. And like, finally, now that the trailers are coming out, I'm like, I'm kind of down, dude. I'm really excited for Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right.
Especially because there was like weird. Red Letter Media covered them, but like there was like a couple weird instances of like Hollywood trying to make their own Five Nights at Freddy's movies. There was Willy's Wonderland, which is the Nick Cage one, where he fights a bunch of animatronics and he doesn't talk the whole movie. And then there's the Banana Splits movie, where for some fucking reason they got the rights to the Hanna-Barbera characters, the Banana Splits, and turned them into evil animatronics that kill like people for some reason.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's weird, but yeah. But now we're finally getting the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I'm kind of there for it.
Yeah, that makes me want to go watch that Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yeah, that shit's weird, because like Pooh's like public domain now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's supposed to be awful.
I didn't expect it to be good.
Isn't it called Blood and Honey?
Yeah.
It's an amazing name.
It's a good name.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you make a horror movie out of Winnie the Pooh, but like, good for you
It's
guys
already
for fucking Disney over, I guess.
It's already a 7 out of 10 just based on the name and the theme. Like, come on.
Do you guys ever? So I think I don't know if I heard this on a like from a comedian or a podcast or something like that, but like referring to just wearing a shirt but wearing no pants, no underwear is Winnie the Poohing it.
I've heard Winnie the Poohing it. I've heard Donald Ducking it. I've heard Squidwarding it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
I've only heard Winnie the Poohing it, and my girlfriend thought that was very funny.
I have mostly heard it as
brought
Donald
that up.
Ducking it, where you're wearing a shirt and no pants.
Donald Ducking it. That's easier to say.
I mean, he's wearing a shirt and no pants, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's my Donald Duck. There you go. That's a
that
little
wasn't
better.
half bad.
Yeah. Fuck.
No, we were saying Sora in fucking Kingdom Hearts. You know, right before he dies, after he wastes all his MP healing you when you lose 1 fucking HP.
Yeah. Right before he uselessly dies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Duncan Jones is David Bowie's son?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay, yeah.
He
I
also
was looking
directed
that up.
Moon,
Like,
which
is that
I'm
real?
assuming you know what Moon is.
Moon is supposed to be really good, and I have not seen it.
Okay.
Source Code I enjoyed. Source Code's pretty good.
I have seen the Warcraft movie. I don't remember anything about it, but I have seen it. And it's got Ragnar Lothbrok from that Viking show as one of the main characters.
I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, well, do we have anything else to talk about? Are you guys going to beat a game by next time, or what?
I don't think I'm going to beat Ragnarok by next time, but like I said, I am off all next week, so I will probably dump most of my ass and time into beating Ragnarok next week. So
Schweiss,
hopefully in
tell
2
us
weeks we will
about-
get the Ragnarok review.
Okay. Schweiss, tell us about your dump in your ass.
What, like moving?
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell my house, so I've been spending every waking moment getting it ready. Everything's packed, including things that shouldn't be packed. Although I didn't pack the 64. That was packed for me. I had set it out with Zelda in it to be played, and it was packed in a box, so I'm not even sure which box it's in. I know it's a liquor store box, which doesn't really help, because there's a lot of them in there.
Because you do get, like, warehouse drop shipments from the liquor store, so you could, like, funnel that shit into your gut. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I get it.
I mean, I figure I might as well use the boxes to move, you know?
He's got like 3 more beer helmets since the one time.
Yeah.
This is my Thursday hat.
Just 2 bottles of Jaeger. Yeah, so I've been doing that. We just listed it today, so we're hoping to get it sold really, really fucking fast so that we can move to Eagle Mountain in the middle of nowhere. Even further away, Joe.
Yeah, that actually is a commute. So you can argue about the Spanish Fork one being a commute. Eagle Mountain's a real commute.
Yeah, it's like half an hour.
Yeah.
Not great. Half an hour one way. But, I don't know. We're running out of room for the kids, so I need it. And plus, I want the man cave. The whole basement is mine.
Well, you got like 7 more on the way, right? So, I mean...
Yeah, but when you got rid of most of your stuff over this last week, did you notice you had more room?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't... I mean, with the doors off, it feels like everyone's in the same fucking room.
Yeah, that's true.
Are the doors back on?
Yeah, we put them back on.
Oh, thank God.
We had to paint them, so it's easier to paint them when they're off. That's what I'm told,
yeah.
but I don't actually believe that.
No, because then you have to take the door on and off, and if it's a pain in the ass to get on and off, then...
I did
whatever.
have to take the power sander to the top of one of them. That was pretty fun. Because
Okay.
like the frames don't fit the house anymore, because it's like settled and it warps in the summer. It like heats up especially in the kids' room. So I had to like power sand the fucking top of the door down.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a crumbling townhome, you let Schweiss know. He'll get you covered.
Yeah, brand new flooring.
Provo, Utah.
Brand new flooring. Beautiful rock wall in the back. Good rock garden.
Rock lobster.
It's a rock garden. You get it. put in a bunch of bricks that look just like Dwayne The Rock Johnson's head.
Yeah.
And they started the rock garden.
Dude, why is that, like, you know the little stepping stones you get for your garden that, like, lead to, like, a fucking patio or whatever? How has that not been done yet?
I don't know. That's all right. Just hire me, Lowe's.
Hire me, Dwayne The Rock Johnson estate.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson Rock Enterprises? I don't know.
Yeah.
Rock Rocks.
Yeah, so that was fun, but I've been losing a lot of sleep. Like I woke up early, I went to, before I went to work yesterday, I grabbed like a bunch of dirt to level out the ground because the fucking dog like ruined the little path to the gate. It's like really little. It's like 2 steps, but I had like stones in there. It's like a little stone path, and he fucked it up. So I had that, and I filled it in, and then I filled in more.
Are you guys
mulch.
getting a place with a yard where the dog can run?
Well, we got rid of the dog. Sort of. Yeah, we gave him to Alex's sister, so he's here still sometimes because she goes when she works from home. He stays with her. But when she has to go into the office, he comes and stays with us. So I kind
Hasn't
of
he been left alone for hours before?
yeah, but she's yeah. I mean, she made him like weird meals, and I'm like, he fucking eats vomit and other dog shit.
Yeah, I don't understand the people that make like
meals.
artisanal meals for their pets. That shit's weird.
Yeah, it's like get a kid if you want to like take care of it.
Yeah, like I understand. I understand the idea behind it, but it's like it's wasted on animals. Like,
Yeah, the dog's he's a fucking retard.
Literally
would you
every
make him
dude. It's not even like the artisanal shit. It's like every time my wife has given my dog like food from like stuff that we're cooking, none of them taste like neither of the dogs taste the food. They just swallow it whole immediately.
Yeah. I mean, this dog, he's eaten my tacos before. This is why I never liked him. He ate my tacos, man. We had like a delicious hard shell taco night. We had like 12 of them left, and I was like,
I slaved over my smartphone ordering this from Taco Bell.
Yeah. No, I watched my wife slave over the stove, and then I go in, and the other half of the fucking taco thing, like a dozen tacos, just gone. Just gone.
Those farts must have been fucking rancid.
I don't know. I chucked them into the backyard, so I didn't smell any of them, but evil, man.
I just have always thought it was animal cruelty to have a big dog, especially a big dog, in no yard.
Small ass place, yeah.
No yard. Yeah. I'm like, that's wrong. That's wrong. I don't know how I've said this to you before you got the dog. When we were like going by that one house with the fucking like, there's a dog and it has like a 9x9 like little fence area and it just sits there all day barking at strangers and it's like, what the fuck? That's just torture. You just bought a dog.
Yeah.
You took it from, and if you bought it from a shelter, you just put it into another prison, by the way. That's all you did. You just shifted it from one prison to another prison. I fucking, oh my God.
I agree.
I think it's cruel.
I agree.
And I said I didn't have time, and I didn't,
They'll have all this energy. They won't be able to do like, and then you guys will get bad at it because like he's not acting right because he can't fucking run. He has a bunch of energy and he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, well, especially him because he's like a sheep herding dog.
I know. Yeah, I looked it up. Yeah, he's a very nice dog.
Yeah, he's nice. I still hate him for the tacos, but
no, I think that's animal cruelty. Like, I think it's wrong to do that. Like, straight up.
I agree. That's part of the reason why I got rid of him. I said never again. No pets. I hate pets. Not even a fish. I'll flush it.
Not even a hermit crab.
Yeah, I'll flush that motherfucker down the toilet after taking a shit on it. Fucking hate hermit crabs.
So why do you think it'll sell quickly? Did you underprice it?
No, because there have been 2 that are the same ones nearby, and they both sold really fast.
Oh, that's good.
Recently, like within like a week, and one of them they asked for $330 and they sold it for $350 because there was 2 people that were trying to buy it. So I'm hoping that one of those 2 that lost is also still willing to buy for a lot of money. But it's pretty good because I only paid like $141. So if you want a $350,000 house, Joe, it's right here.
Yeah, I'll go get my job up there
with a bunch of condoms in the walls.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is this the house with the Harry Potter stairs, or is this a different house?
Yeah, it is. It's the same one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I kept the carpet in there, too. I didn't replace that carpet.
Ooh, it's sticky.
Yeah, so if you roll over and you feel like a clump, it's probably a big old pool of Cameron's cum.
A clump.
Yeah.
Yeah, a clump of cum.
Clump of cum.
Cam cum clump.
Yeah, it sounds like a weird cereal, like honey bunches of clump, honey, cummy bunches of clump,
free prize inside.
Bunches of clump, cummy clumps of it doesn't fucking work.
Cummy bunches of cummy bunches of clump. Cummy bunches of
bunches. You got to replace bunches with clumpches. I'm so fucking lost. Fucking
yeah. What does it even mean anymore?
I'm the guy who laughs at every single cum joke, so it's like this is just normal territory for me.
Yeah. You're just enabling our poor joke writing right now. Just laughing.
Enabling? No, I'm giving off a sphere of influence.
I have a literal sphere of cum surrounding me at all times.
That wasn't even good.
Like
but you did laugh at it.
Yeah, see? Comedy cum.
Because I just imagine myself with a sphere of cum, but they're like giant sperms floating around like it's a fucking
comedy cum.
Yeah, he's like the cum bender, instead of like the water bender.
Yeah. I've drawn that, by the way. I've drawn a cum bender.
Siphon it out of your buddy's cock. Like, hey, can I need to use my ability right now.
There are definitely cum benders.
Aren't gay guys so gay?
But
what
cum is funny because like it's a perfect
so
word.
Funny, dude. Dude, you should take cum and you should put it on your face, like your upper lip, like a mustache.
Well, that wouldn't be funny. That would be weird. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
so funny, dude.
When it hardens, it'll kind of look like a mustache.
Yeah, dude. You'll be like, I'm graying. You can go to your mom and be like, look, I have gray hair.
I don't have a mom. I have two gay dads.
And she's gonna kiss you right on the lips.
Oh, she'll be like, no, that's peach. That's just peach fuzz.
Yeah, that's just pre.
Did you fuck a peach before you put that cum on your face?
Yeah. You eating that?
Yeah. That's what we call a comeback. Pun entirely intended.
Oh,
yeah.
mic drop.
He literally dropped the mic. I can't drop my mic. It's on an arm, but
that's because you didn't get a Shure SM58. These things are made to fucking survive nuclear
these
blast.
Are made so that Cardi B can throw them at people.
I mean, you could probably attach yours to an arm. You just don't have an arm. So, I mean, Joe, I'm a professional podcaster. I've been podcasting for longer than you've been fucking alive. So, don't tell me how to do my fucking job, dude.
So you got an arm thing. Why?
Yes.
Why? Because you just want to be stuck where you're at? Permanently have the only one podcasting location? Absolutely have no choice.
I can move the arm. It's got a thing.
Yeah, but you got to do like the unscrew, and then you got to get it back, and you got to get the balance right.
Yeah, then I have to move the whole desk too.
Look at this. Look at this, baby. It's a fucking mic stand, bitch. It's called a mic stand.
I'm sorry. How many
the
times
mic
have you
stands where it wants to stand.
I'm sorry. How many times have you seen Howard Stern and Robin walking around with their fucking mics in the studio?
Look,
they don't need to because they're at their fucking desk.
A4, what are you supposed to do when you feel like taking a little nap halfway through the podcast? You can't do that.
I have a bed literally right here. It's the old mattress from our old bedroom. I can just lay down here. You probably can't hear me, and I can't wear my headphones, but if I go lay down on the fucking bed, you can probably still hear me a little bit, so it's fine.
Dude, I can hear you on that bed all the time. You need to start shutting down Discord before you start doing other things.
Yeah, and stop making animal sounds when you're having sex. Oh, is that you or is that...
I don't know, man. Depends on what kind of night I'm having.
Yeah.
Depends on who's pegging who.
Interesting.
How did that almost make you throw up? We were talking about cum 5 minutes ago.
You don't like a good fake dick in your ass, Joe? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I've said this before, but I just don't want to find out that it's the one thing I love. That's what I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out when it happens, because if a girl does it, I guess it's straight. She's just fucking weird if she's like, "Hey, do you mind if I plunge this into your asshole?"
Dude. Well, okay, no, the fake thing. The fake dick thing is whatever.
Miss.
No, hold on. Hold on.
And I
'Cause
open
the
up
fake
my
dick thing is
cheeks.
whatever. The fake dick thing is whatever. But like, has your girlfriend or any girlfriend you've had in the past like asked to finger your asshole before? Because like that's a thing that I find a lot of women
told
want
her
to try.
No before we had
So
sex.
I thought I was going to say.
I
so
made
she asked.
sure we were covering that ground before that ever. Because what
Let me lay
Zach
down some
had done-
ground rules here. No ass play in terms of you to me.
Never mind. That's gonna be too personal for me to share. I was about to say a story that wasn't ready for this podcast. But anyway,
But was this podcast ready for it?
it did have something to do with Zach, I guess. Like pegging.
Zach
pegging
pegged your
stories,
girlfriend?
of course, always involves Zach.
Yeah.
So I'll just take that out there that people can come to their own conclusions. But no, yeah. There's no that. I'm just afraid that I'll like it. I'm just afraid.
Joe is Joaquin Phoenix in Beau is Afraid, but replace sex with gay sex.
Oh my god, you guys need to see that fucking thing.
No, I don't.
That movie's
I'm
fucking
fine.
wild.
I'm good.
What do you mean you're good? I think you would love it, A4.
I don't really think I would like
understand-
any of his fucking movies, to be honest.
I understand. Based on what? Are you pulling a fucking Dead Islander right now? And you're like,
no,
well,
I've just
some
like,
dude said he didn't like it, and
No,
he
no,
looks like
no.
me, and
No,
so
no.
therefore
No, no,
I
no.
know I won't like it.
Joe,
What the fuck?
I've seen pictures of Beau is Afraid, and I've seen pictures of Midsummer, and it's like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to interact with this. It's fine.
All right.
Now, the first movie he did, the short film he did about the black guy who jacks off to his dad, that's hilarious. But I haven't seen
Beau
it.
is Afraid is funny. It's a comedy, but it's
Yeah, but you
one
also
that
said that Everything
makes you
Everywhere
sick to
All
your
at Once is a
stomach.
comedy.
That's a comedy. Yeah, it's largely. Yeah, it has a dramatic core to it. So maybe it's a drama. It's just funny. Anyway,
Would you consider Call Me by Your Name a comedy?
It could have been.
No. That's a horror movie.
I could have made it a comedy.
It's a horror movie. It's a horror movie about a fucking child molester.
Yeah, the most heterosexual gay child molester of
the
all time.
lead. Yeah, because Armie Hammer is very much not gay, and he can't play a gay guy either. Like I can't believe he's gay for a
Yeah, the
second.
little kid,
in
he's
that
a
movie.
twink, but Armie
Yeah.
Hammer, come on.
I can believe. I think what's his? I don't remember his name right now. It's a good actor. He's
Is it
in
the
Dune.
dude that's
What
in
the fuck
Dune?
is his name?
Yeah. It is.
Anyway, I think he is. Am I crazy? I thought he was like bisexual or something. No, that's
He's
the
in
other guy that
Hollywood,
looks
so
like
yes, he is.
No, that's the other guy that looks like him. I don't know the other Ezra. What's his name? Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller, the
Ezra
child
Miller was the guy.
kidnapper and
Yeah,
rapist.
that guy. Okay, so he was bisexual, and I got him mixed up with him. Sorry, I'm so sorry to the man that I'm talking about now. But Armie Hammer, when he's grabbing that guy's crotch, I could feel the uncomfortableness on Armie Hammer's face when he has to do that. Like I could feel it through him.
In
Like,
the scene, he's just like,
like, oh, I don't want to do this, but I have to. It's my job as an actor.
you
So
will
anyway.
grab that guy's crotch and you will fucking like it, you little gay boy.
Said Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
Yes.
Harvey Weinstein directed, come on, grab his dick.
Oh.
Can you just grab his dick and I'll jack off in the shower while I watch?
Dude, I can't believe, dude. Okay, so anybody who's going to watch Beau is Afraid, shut your fucking ears right now. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Joaquin Phoenix has giant balls and there's a dick monster in the movie. What the fuck, dude? Why aren't you watching this movie?
I'm straight.
Oh my god, dude. It's great. It's great. It is wild, too. There's a scene where, like, a mother is talking to her son in flashback, and it's so long. It's such a long scene, but it's, like, mesmerizing. We're like, what the fuck is happening right now? And she's just telling this story about how her and his father were, it was their wedding day or whatever, and they went to consummate the marriage, and and he had a heart murmur, so there was something wrong with his heart, so he died when he came. And like she's telling her son this story, and it's like breaks the whole movie. Is just like it gets weirder and weirder, and you think you're gonna get answers, and you kind of get answers, but you don't really get answers, and then it just keeps going. It's 3 hours long, so you're like, what the fuck am I gonna get some answers here? And it gets stranger and stranger, and it's like a mind fuck, dude. I fucking loved it, but people walked out of the movie theater, and I do not blame them. Like when people say that they have seen it and they hate it, I get it. I totally fucking get it. But you should try to watch it. You should try to watch it.
This doesn't sound nearly as weird as half the anime I watch, but it doesn't sound like it has any of the heart that half
I would say that it's amongst the weirdness that you get when you watch Too Many Cooks. Like, it's in that level of
I can understand that.
It's on that. It's a feature film, like Too Many Cooks level of what the fuck? What? Like that's your brain when you're watching.
I do love Too Many Cooks. I don't think it could make a feature film. I don't think it could last 3 hours. It's fine as a 10-minute short,
dude,
or however
shut the
long.
fuck up and go watch it.
I'm good. I'm fine.
No, it's way better than this fucking Resident Evil movie. I'm going to tell you that right now.
A lot of things are, but I'm not watching those either.
Oh my god. Whatever. Go watch.
Weren't you the guy that? Weren't you the guy that was like
game?
Weren't you the guy that was like selling me on Everything Everywhere All at Once because they have a butt plug fight?
That's a great fight. That's a great scene.
I rest my case.
Whatever. Oh yeah. Did you get? Okay. So let me. So with the Everything Everywhere All at Once, the backlash on that movie, it seems like the hipster crowd was really into that movie when it was like a little cool movie, and then it gets nominated for Best Picture, then it wins. They're like, fuck that movie. What? People liked it? No, they're only supposed to, no, it's our weird little thing for our little group that no one else could like. Now that the other people like it, we can't possibly have people like it now. So now the old hipsters don't like it anymore, and the new hipsters are, of course, just being douchebag hipsters like yourself.
Look, I'll freely admit that I'm a hipster, but I'm not seeing Everything Everywhere All at Once because I'm a hipster. I'm not seeing it because I'm straight. I would rather go see a movie based on a Disney theme park ride.
Oh, okay. That. All right. Okay.
Also, TruthSeek asks a very pertinent question in the chat. Does Joe still draw dick monsters?
I don't draw anymore. There's no paper sitting in front of me and me listening to like.
If only there was a way to get
talk
paper.
About his games for the week.
Do I have? How many dick drawings are in this book that you guys sent me?
I don't know. At least a dozen.
Is the giant Brachiosaurus one in there? That one's my favorite.
Let's find out.
Which one's the real one? One of them's fake.
Damn.
I think they actually renamed the dinosaur so that both are real.
Oh.
So like one of the I don't know.
Oh shit! I have the review notes, or at least the scores for Hacker's Memory in here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, this was a nice trip down memory lane that people can't see.
Yeah.
We're still recording, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
In case you're wondering.
Maybe this is the dick monster. I'm not really sure what this is. In the
I don't know if I spelled Catherine right.
I think you did.
Right?
I think you did.
Okay. It looks wrong.
I have the God of War. Wrong. I have the God of War 2018 100 out of 100 review.
Nice.
You can tear that up.
Yeah, I could piss all over that. Someone wrote drawing today on the side of the Bloodborne review with a question.
Are we doing a drawing?
Yeah.
Probably while the show was going.
The Patreon drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
Metallica, Master of Puppets, Megadeth, Symphony of Destruction, System of a Down, BYOB, Avenged Sevenfold, Bad Country, Justin Timberlake, Crimea River. I guess someone was writing about
my favorite albums for my favorite artists. Is that what that sounds like?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
These are your notes. You tell me.
I don't fucking know, dude. It was years.
Joe Quiz Part 2, non-games. The Commandments of Nude. Thou shalt not count demos as full games. Thou shalt only count thine game beaten once per yeareth. A game must be played to be counted. Comedy specials must be counted as an album. Playable story, gameplay, campaign counts as DLC hog. Damn.
Nice.
Where are the dick drawings? I was promised dick drawings.
I think Felicia got the majority of the cock.
God damn it,
Drawings.
Felicia! You
Yeah.
you whore!
I'm glad you added that last.
And then that fucking whole back half of this fucking thing is blank.
That one's for her husband when they listen to it in their van. What?
I met both of them. I met both of them at KupoCon. It's fine.
Yeah.
I played a fucking like Fallout RPG with them for weeks.
I was extremely drunk in their hotel room.
I was
Yeah, me
also
too.
extremely drunk in their hotel room.
Yeah.
Well, because we went to their hotel room instead of going to the gay ass fucking Final Fantasy prom or whatever they had downstairs.
I mean, we went for like a second, and I was like, "This
This
not
is
my
weird."
scene. This is
Yeah.
not gonna happen." It's like
it was
when me and Caleb-
literally like a
it's
high
like when-
school prom.
Dude, it's like when the four of us from Nude Clan, I don't even know if we were doing Nude Clan at the time, like went to the club.
Yeah. You're like,
And we went there, we each ordered a beer, and then we were like, nah, like this is not our
I
thing.
think I might have ordered more than one, but yeah.
Oh my God. Then I was like, this is how much a beer costs at a bar? Like that's oh my. I still feel that way. I don't go to bars. I don't like bars.
Yeah.
Like
And then
Bars are kind of weird.
And then
A bar to be with a
Arcade is
certain
kinda
group of people.
Cameron got pulled over on his way back because he didn't have his lights on, and then he did his Cameron-esque thing and took forever with the cop, and I had to take a giant piss. But really, it was a ruse
And then
just
and
to
the
go
cop
back in
bent
and buy-
over and got your blood alcohol level from your piss.
Yeah, no, and it was really just a ruse to go in and buy more beer, which I totally did.
nice. All right. Let's fucking end the show, please, God.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah, I
hanging
don't-
out, guys. Until
Yeah.
next time, live always in the nude.
Walk with your cock monsters held high.
Fuck.
Yeah!